That's that's a fair answer. That's a fair answer.
I'm gonna grab my drink, but
All right.
yeah.
He went under. He went under
You
the
sounded like to
floating.
go under that shelf. You like delivered some kind of.
He did a
karate
karate kick, dude. You didn't see that?
Link up special.
Or like fucking. Is it Falco that has the like combo?
Hands off my cock!
Yeah, hands off my cock. I watched. Are you recording?
Yeah, no, we're on.
We're live. I watched Kiki's Delivery Service for the first time the other night.
You never seen it before?
No, have you ever seen
No.
it? I didn't think so. Don't say it like that. Don't say it with that tone as if you've seen it when you also have not seen it.
You haven't seen that before? Have you seen it? Nah, I'd never watched that in my life.
Are you answering or you are still doing an impression?
I was doing an impression of him.
You
I've
have
seen it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was better than I thought it was going to be.
It's great. All Studio
so
Ghibli
good.
movies are
Yeah,
pretty good.
Every time I start one of those movies with like, all I knew was there was a character named Kiki, and she more than likely had a delivery service. That was all I knew going into this movie. I didn't know that she's a witch. Spoiler alert! You find out in the first 30 seconds. I didn't know a lot of things about it. Started it and was like, oh, okay,
This is not what I thought.
this is not what I thought, and it was. Is it Miyazaki?
Hayao Miyazaki.
Hayao Miyazaki. This man, his ability to put an not outlandish, but like a supernatural or like cosmic, or be it pick an alliteration for crazy non-realistic idea, but putting it into a slice of life movie,
Yeah.
like doing like a slice of life applicable thing with a witch, with ghosts, with spirits, with monsters, with war, with any of these things. It always
With a moving castle.
with a moving castle. All of them are so good. Every single movie I've seen of his is like a top tier animated
His
movie.
real talent is like combining that, like you said, the supernatural like sort of side of things with also real world phenomena. Like,
He's saying
Yeah,
with his hands.
yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I was trying to.
yeah, no, his real talent is like having that real world phenomena clash with that spiritual or like paranormal side of things that people don't expect, and he's able to mesh it so well. That's what I think I like so much about Stranger Things as well. Is that like real life D&D aspect where the show starts out, they're just a bunch of nerds playing D&D, but then the shit becomes real. Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
fast.
yeah.
Yes.
Like, so, by the way, I'm just going to do the intro before I say what I got to say. This is Shirts Off, Season 3, Episode 42. Take a chance.
Right.
Yeah, thank you.
Right.
Great.
We're here
great
today
title,
With,
you idiot.
with Chance and myself and Charlie.
And we're taking him clearly
yeah, we're
as
taking
Canadians.
Oh,
He's been stolen. We own him now. That's what Creighton is insinuating with that title.
Yes, he's our slave.
Great question. Great title. Such
Thank
a good
you.
original.
Thank you.
Your wordplay is unbelievable.
It's unparalleled.
Unparalleled.
I've never heard that
wordplay.
one before, believe it or not. Never heard it.
The amount of
this thing,
the amount of second chance jokes and take a chance jokes.
Well, second chance for the next one he's on.
Which, of course, it is. The amount of jokes that like Chris during the Machine Chris during the tournaments has made, and that all the commentators every time you're in a match, it's unbelievable.
And then
I can hear and like feel in the air your eyes rolling, even though you're looking at the screen. And not
25
me.
years of life.
Well, and then he also goes by Fahrenheit too, and that lends itself to his own jokes. It's
Exactly.
Like,
It's so good.
Anyways, what I was gonna say about Stranger Things is that like I've been rewatching it, and like so much of that first game, like in the first 15 minutes of the very first episode, is just exactly what
It's the
happens.
show, yeah.
exactly. It's
Which
crazy.
is so. Have you seen the fan theories on it?
No.
Okay, so there is.
Shit, I'm scared. I don't know if I'm ready for this.
Well, there's a game at the beginning of season 4, and so I know exactly what you're probably about to say.
People are saying that like there's all this imagery and like scorpions and other things that were like in season 3, and they're like, oh my god, is their final boss going to be Tiamat? Like, this is their campaign. Who is the big bad? And Tiamat is one of the people in Dungeons & Dragons like lore that is known as one of the big bads. She's the like Lord of the Dragons or like Queen of the Dragons. She has 7 different heads. They all represent one like type of dragon.
yeah.
But that's incorrect. I think their boss, and I call it now, tell me if I'm wrong or if I'm right in the future, I think it will be the Thessal Hydra. It's a certain monster from D&D, and I think that it fits almost...
And then, like, the canon of the Stranger Things, this will be the latest thing Vecna's controlling.
No, it will be stronger than Vecna.
Oh,
It will be what is controlling Vecna. What
think-
is the Upside Down, essentially.
Okay.
What created the Upside Down.
Oh, I mean, I can see
You think
that.
they're going
There's
to
the
pull, like, a
wall.
Zuko with Henry and Vecna and maybe have
I
them
don't
either
think,
be
I don't
halfway
think
redeemable?
he'll be Zuko'd. I think that Will end up snapping him. I think that, like, not Thanos snapping him, but I think...
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But,
Like snap, crackle, pop.
So-
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
wait, I guess I should say, you were all three caught up?
Yeah,
now?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
'cause,
Spoilers
man,
for anybody
that
that's
newest
listening.
season, I don't know what anybody else is thinking.
it's like crack cocaine, bro.
Dude, they are spitting right
Yeah.
now.
So-
They're doing so
I'm
good.
just gonna throw this out for all the listeners. Anything that we talk about media wise, if you haven't seen it, spoilers.
Yeah,
Like,
'cause we are.
we're not. We don't give a fuck. You know, fuck you. Go watch it.
Just put spoiler warning under,
Yeah.
what is it, Take a Chance?
Yeah, there
Take
you
a
go.
chance,
Spoiler for
warning.
whatever,
They're
for
like,
everything.
What in God's name could they possibly be spoiling?
So, anyways, Endgame, boys.
So the end of Kiki's delivery.
But
No one saw the blimp coming. It was crazy.
and then Grave of the Fireflies just started.
I don't know what any of this means. You
Yeah.
guys are speaking Spanish.
Yep, basically.
The Thessal Hydra is like one of the stronger monsters in D&D, and I think it's not going to be the Mind Flayer. It's not going to be anything else. I think that it will for sure. I'm almost 90% positive that it will be the Thessal Hydra.
So, what is the Mind Flayer then? Is the Mind Flayer Vecna, or is the Mind Flayer like its own?
The Mind Flayer is a different entity that Vecna had control over, or like sort of a parallel relationship with in the Upside Down, and now Will shares that connection because of what happened to him.
Okay, so he's connected to the Mind Flayer. Or he's connected to Vecna.
Both.
Okay, all right.
It's like a
all right.
love triangle.
Oh. So it is kind of
That's
weird
a toxic
tentacle porn.
love triangle.
So wait, so what do you think the wall is?
I don't know what the wall is. There's not like a D&D explanation I can really put behind the wall. I just think that maybe it is the manifestation of what Vecna's been doing this entire time, right?
Why they haven't seen him in however many
Exactly, because like
long
Because it's
you know,
been like 16 months or 18 months.
Yeah, it's been a
something
minute.
So, I mean, this entire time he could have just been bolstering his defenses to start this attack that he's doing now, like with everything that's going on in the show. And he was going to use that to stop either 11 or, you know, whatever else planning on coming to get him, to walk him down Wheelers from getting to him.
like that. That's so
We-
fucking.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say the wall is just crazy to me because of
It
how
is.
fast it heals too. Like, it is just weird to look at.
I think it's also like almost like it represents a mental block, like a mental wall, you know?
Oh, like you don't think it's real?
Like imagine, no, I do think it's real, but I
They
think
crashed
that
the car into it.
yeah,
Doesn't
I don't
mean
think
it's
that's a
definitely
mental
real.
block.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a little hard to.
But I
fake
think that
part.
it's almost represented by like the Upside Down itself being Vecna's headspace. You know how Max is in that like
Yeah.
headspace area, right, where she's stuck, and in real life she's one place, but she's in that like Upside Down area, right? She's in two places at once, and I think that second place that she is just the headspace of Vecna, or like the headspace of the Upside Down or Thessal Hydra as a whole.
One of the greatest. That was one of the greatest like needle drop endings of an episode. Was Max
What?
showing up in this season? For
Yeah.
for the episode
Oh,
that
yeah,
she like
man, that's
appeared.
good.
in.
Well, I mean, dude, if you couldn't call it by the end of the episode, it was
Yeah.
pretty obvious that it was her.
It was not obvious to me.
it wasn't obvious to me.
I would
either.
say for all of the things that once I see them from someone else's perspective, I'm like, wow, that was kind of obvious. I think Stranger Things just has a. I don't know if it's me and the stuff that I usually take in media wise, or what, but like Stranger Things, I get so immersed into what's like immediately in front of me that I don't see it come. Because like I just watched the. We were talking earlier. I just watched the new Knives Out movie. The first two movies, I don't know what the fuck is going on. They're really good mysteries.
Yeah.
This third one,
You predicted everything.
I knew everything. I like
I
inside
haven't
of like
seen the
15
second two. I didn't even know there were two other ones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
the first one, you've seen the first one then? The one with
Knives
the,
Out, yeah.
That's the only one. Okay.
First one, you're like, what in the fuck?
The
is
first
going
one,
on?
crazy
you
good.
don't know until the very end, and you're like, damn, what a great, awesome
Yeah.
mystery. Excellent. And I love that movie. The second one, I think now with this third one, is the weaker of the three. Still very good. Still very much a mystery. really, it's one of those ones that once certain things, when the middle point of the movie happens,
The like turning point of the climax.
yeah, it's
They
like,
show their hand like halfway through.
Yeah,
But they don't show their
They
hand.
don't show
They-
the whole hand.
Yeah.
They show
Exactly.
one card.
Yeah.
basically, but it's a big card.
They
It's
show
a
ace,
crazy
bro.
card.
They show you an ace.
Yeah, they show you an ace, and it is almost damn near like, look, I've got a roll. You don't see the other two cards. It's a real flush, though. You're pretty confident. But then the second movie plays out. It's awesome. That movie, I think its turning point in the middle is so abrupt and amazing that the actual ending is a little snuffed by
It's
it.
overshadowed.
I
by
get
it.
what you're saying.
But
I
the
agree
third
with that.
one supervents all of that. The third one, I had like a 90% certainty that what was going to happen, and was right, and was only a little wrong about a couple of things. And still, with that knowledge, is maybe now my favorite one.
I was
And
like
the best
half
one.
right.
The story
It's
and
written so well.
it's written so well. The messaging is so
Powerful.
powerful. I love when a powerful message goes out of its way not to try and pull you in and make you think that this is the right thing to do in life.
Yes.
Right.
You know, like it is very much like it's very much an attack on what's going on in the world in a lot of ways, like just through whatever social media things and blah 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 blah. And I think all three of the movies are that in a certain
Yeah.
way. They really attack whatever's happening right in that moment.
They're very
And,
culturally relevant, but
very
also
culturally
timeless.
and timeless, which is true. Yeah, I agree with that. This third one was fantastic. All that is to say, sorry, I got lost in the plot. Stranger Things, like I'm in a time warp when I'm watching that. Like I don't see any of the obvious things. Everything's a surprise. Everything they want to hits so hard with me. And I think it's because I want it to be good so bad that I'm trying not to see too far in the future because I don't want it to be over. The same thing happened to me with The
Half
Last of
the
Us.
fun is in theory crafting, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
No, I agree. When the season's over, I'm all in on that.
I will also
I
say
I
that
turn that off when I start watching.
you saying that you're so enthralled by it just gives me this image of you like bright-eyed, wide-eyed,
I'm
sitting
so
dude,
excited.
5 inches from the TV
Listen.
screen, drool coming out of the
Yes,
sides of your mouth.
very
you know?
much.
When we were watching Game of Thrones, like half of the fun was just watching him, and he's seen it. Like, I was the
Yeah,
one
no, I'll
watching it
never
for the
watch.
first time.
I don't watch stuff with him anymore unless we're in the theater. And even then, I get mad because this is a person that everything he watches, he's on his phone while he watches. So it's like, what do we? It makes
You
me
really
He'll
furious.
figure it out.
I hate him so much. He's so bad at watching anything. And then he's like 10 minutes later, he's like, "Wait, what happened?" Like he's that guy. Wait, what happened? I'm like, how about you go fuck yourself? What happened? We're watching it. Watch it. It makes me miserable.
My fiance, I love her to death, but she is the person that will like have something happen in the movie, and she'll be like, "Why did that happen?" And it's the first time I've seen the movie as well. I'm like, I don't fucking know what happened. Like, why are you
watching it.
asking me
We're
like I
both
wrote the
watching
movie?
it.
I don't
Yeah.
know. We're at the same point in the movie right now.
I think that's just a girl thing. Caitlin does the same way.
No, it's
What's
it's
going on?
it's
Who is
people.
he? I don't know.
I think from now on, I'm just gonna leave my phone in the car whenever we watch things, and then that
Smart.
will be good.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Or just,
That or he's
have
gonna-
willpower.
Yeah, just like ask you 5 minutes in the movie. Hey, can I see your phone for a minute?
Yeah, and just put it on the other side of me. Yeah, that's what I need to do. Just not let you see it anymore. But Game of Thrones, I watched Game of Thrones with him the whole way through. He doesn't know anything about that show. He's just on his phone the whole time watching for Game
To
of
be
Thrones.
fair,
But I'm like that. I get like that with a lot of Game of Thrones was one of those ones where I was just like, I'm in
Right.
there, I'm in that. It's
Have
like a
you-
portal. The
have
world
you-
is gone when I'm watching that show.
That's how I felt with. I don't know if either of you seen it. Lucifer. It's a show on Netflix.
Caitlin watches it a lot.
Fantastic show.
I've heard
I
it's unbelievable.
Loved that show.
Yeah.
When season 6 came out, bro, I was first in line. Like I
It
was
used to
literally
be
refreshing
on
the Netflix. page.
CW, right?
No, well, it was like it was a live TV network show on CW for 2 seasons, and then the show got pulled, and they pulled funding for it. But Netflix bought it and was like, "No, we're doing it up," and they
Yeah.
did 4 more seasons, and
Hell
it was
yeah.
fucking fantastic.
I think he could say like "fuck" after like season 3, and it was so funny because he could actually.
Yeah,
cuss.
he could curse in season 3,
Yeah.
and I think one of the first things he did was one of the main characters was like So Lucifer obviously is he helps a detective out in that series, and her ex-husband is also a detective in the agency.
Yeah.
They get along, but there's obviously a romantic interest between Lucifer and that detective that
Yeah,
he works
yeah,
with.
she's hot.
And he's trying to convince Daniel that he is the devil. The detective's name is Daniel Espinosa. And he's trying to convince him that he is the devil. He's like, I am, like Lucifer Morningstar, I am the devil. He never lies. That's his whole character. He'll
That's
never tell a
amazing.
lie. And Danny's like, yeah, okay. He's like, he's just an improv actor that's stuck in character, whatever. And for like 2 seasons, he just does not believe him. 3 seasons, he doesn't believe him. And then eventually you find out that the closer he is to someone that he really loves and cares for, that he'd sacrifice himself for, he becomes mortal when he is near the other detective that he's in love with. And Daniel finally gets the guts to go, this guy is the devil. Like, I'm seeing signs of it now. I see him being the devil. I have to test this theory. And so he shoots him, but he shoots him when he's near the detective. So he doesn't bounce the bullet off like an archangel. He gets shot in the leg like a human. And
He's
screams.
like, ah, God damn it.
And then he comes back up, and I think he just punches Daniel in the face at a bar or something. He goes, what the fuck was that for? And he goes, because you fucking shot me, Daniel.
That reminds me of the Gus scene from Psych.
Gus,
Have you ever seen Psych?
Yeah.
I've never watched
I've never watched it.
I
It's
want to watch
so
it
good.
so bad.
It's good.
I know. It's one of those like I have to be in the right space to sit and watch certain types of
real
shows.
real television, I have to be in the headspace for. I can watch all the anime in the world.
Yes,
to get me to watch a live
exactly.
action show, I need to know that it's going to be like, it's going to make my dick hard within 10 minutes.
Literally, dude, like right now I'm on my like 3rd or 4th watch through of The West Wing. I love that show. I'm a sucker for. I love Aaron Sorkin. I'm like a sucker for that like political shit.
Yeah.
And I've been rewatching that just because in my head that's the thing I can get through right now. Psych. It reminds me of Castle. Did you ever watch Castle?
Yeah, yes.
I loved Castle.
It does have a similar vibe.
Very
I'll give you
that
that.
vibe.
It's got that comfort detective.
Yes.
Like, there's stakes, but, like, not really.
Not really, yeah. And so Psych, the only clip of Psych, and this is the clip that makes me know I will sit and watch this show one day, is that, who also, what's his, Gus? Gus.
Yeah.
The character who plays Gus, or the
He's also
actor.
in West Wing.
He's
It's
in the
so
West Wing,
funny.
so that's how I know him. I know that guy from that, so to see him in that, I'm like, yeah, that's what he would be doing in this show. It's the scene where the main character is holding the knife.
He's about
There's
to
a
be
woman
stabbed
who's
by
about to stab him, and he goes, he's holding the knife. She's like pressing all her weight onto it. He says, Gus, I'm going to lose. You just know, like, and Creighton and I will quote that moment. I don't even know the context of the scene, but it's so real a moment of like understanding your situation, like Socrates. You know thyself. He's gonna lose. He knows he's losing.
I tell Troy
Me
all
and
the
Creighton,
time.
we both are very easy to I think we let our walls down the most around each other because we're like best friends. He knows when he's wrong, and I know when I'm wrong. And there's not a person, either of us are, one, more likely to fake that we're right, but also to actually, when it makes sense, admit that we're wrong. And so all the time I'm like, Creighton, I'm going to lose. Like, this argument, you're right, I'm going to lose.
Psych is like if me and Charlie became detectives.
Right,
And
yeah. That
like,
makes a lot
I
of
would be
sense.
the one faking that I have psychic abilities. And Charlie would have like an actual daytime job. He's like, this is stupid. Don't do this. And I'm like, no, just go with me. I'm sensing
Charlie.
You know what scene really reminds me of you two?
What?
It's the one scene where the guy, like, the guy has, like, the revolver pointed at him, and he's like, we're gonna find out if you're psychic right now. And he's like, how many fingers am I holding behind my back? And, like, there's a reflection off the TV, and it's a mirror, and then it comes off the water jug, and, like, he can see the amount of fingers. He's like 3. You know, he guesses. And he's like, all right, now how many? He guesses again. He's like, you must use some kind of trick. He's like, yeah, it's the light from the TV reflecting off the mirror into the water jug. And he says it out loud, and the guy goes, all right. And he, like, moves over to the side. He does it again. But now, like, Gus is, like sitting right behind the guy as he's, like, putting the fingers behind his back. And Gus is like...
So good.
He raises the amount of fingers that the guy's holding up, and he guesses again. He's like, man, I knew you were real shit. Like,
That's so great.
Ralph
I gotta watch this show, so I know I have to watch it.
Ralph Macchio is just casually in this show as a police officer at some point.
Really? Or just, like, for one
he's
time?
He's like for a whole
No,
season.
he's a
or
returning character.
Yeah.
It's like Macaulay Culkin in the background of Red Letter Media.
Yeah,
That's so great.
And it's so funny because like every time he's in an episode, they make a Karate Kid joke, but like he's not Ralph Macchio. He's just a regular cop that just happens to look like Ralph Macchio.
A dream I've always had is to be in the position that like Ralph Macchio or Macaulay Culkin's in, where they get to just do that. They get to be like a big. I want to get
Like side quests.
ridiculous level. Like I want to be like Brad Pitt level famous, but be like a waiter at a restaurant for one scene of like a 2.5 hour.
Ethan
movie.
Hawke in Glass Onion. I didn't
Yes.
know he was in there. I was watching it last
Just as a
night,
silly little
and I was
cameo.
like, "Is that fucking Ethan Hawke?"
Yep.
And then because I remember
You had to
me
go
and
IMDb it.
Yeah, me and you were like talking about when Glass Onion came out, and I was like, "Is just fucking Ethan Hawke, just casually.
I will say, as like a cinema dork, it's funny when you start to pick up on character actors who play like specific kinds of like drop them into a film for a moment roles, like actors that haven't had like a giant performance
like
yet.
Stanley cameos
almost, but like where they show up a lot of times in different roles. You watch Game of Thrones?
Not all of it.
You see the beginning though?
Yeah.
So you remember in the very first episode how the show cold opens on the 3 people going behind the wall. 2 of them get killed.
Mm-hmm.
One of them has fled the wall. He's in the north. The Starks capture him, and Ned Stark cuts off his head. All in the first episode, right?
Yeah.
That actor, I've seen him in one other thing, and I knew it in the theater when I was watching the movie. And it's for one scene of one movie 12 years later. I've never seen him in anything else.
It's just those faces that
It's
stick
a face.
with you almost.
And the craziest thing is the character, he's in The Batman with Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
He's the guy. Have you seen the movie?
Yeah.
Batman? He's the guy that Batman beats the fuck out
Beats the
of
shit out of?
at the end, who has just like almost killed Catwoman.
Right.
Who says, "I'm vengeance."
Yeah.
Is that not the
the
same
one with
guy
the
from the
pummeled
Subway?
face? No, not the same guy from the
I
Subway.
thought that
Different
was
character.
kind of the point.
Different
because, like,
guy
you know-
altogether. No.
Oh, okay.
The reason is that he says I'm vengeance is that the Riddler told them all to say it. They all are like ordered to say I'm vengeance because they're trying to make Batman look worse.
I
But
thought
it
they were
doesn't
trying
work.
to carry on his point because at that time
Or carry
Riddler
on.
thought that Batman was just on their
Yeah,
side.
exactly. I don't think he means to.
Yeah.
Like I think it's that kind of. He thinks that Batman and him are on the same side.
Are either of you familiar with Nostalgia Critic?
Yes.
No, I'm not.
I don't watch him like you do, but I know who he is.
So, like, you know, everybody on the internet was like, when that first trailer dropped of him beating that dude in the subway, everybody's like, that was like Nostalgia Critic. Are they trying to, like, say something about that movie critic? And, like, when Nostalgia Critic reviewed the Batman, he was like, is this guy me? Am I him? How do we figure this out? You know? And it was like a whole bit for this whole movie review.
That's so great. That's kind of like the guy, the pitch meeting guy. How the pitch meting guy always
Yes.
like weasels in himself,
Dude.
or the barely an inconvenience
Yes.
joke. Like
It was so
through
funny
lines.
though. Like if you've never watched Nostalgia Critic, chance. Like just go watch that review. It's hilarious. Just for that bit.
it is crazy how people be spitting for like one episode of their long running thing. Because like Red Letter Media, I don't watch them like you watch them. I don't watch
them like Carly watches.
Yeah, I
them.
mean, exactly. It's like there's people who watch every single video that a person puts out, and then there's people that like
Casually.
I'll casually watch
Stumble
some.
upon it.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
well, Cinema wins. I don't watch every video he does.
Oh, I
watch
watch a ton of cinema wins.
I do too, but the things I've seen.
Right.
I don't
And
wanna
watch
watch-
every video.
I see
I
the
don't wanna
thumbnail,
watch
watch
stuff
the
I haven't
movies
seen.
you care about.
and I
Yeah.
see the thumbnail and I keep scrolling. You know?
Exactly. But like with that, it's like I would watch that one, or like with Red Letter Media, I'm always going to watch the Rogue One episode because it's unbelievable.
The first 10 minutes of that.
First 10 minutes are them just like goofily making remarks on what is seen visually in the movie. They're just like, TIE fighters! Whoa! Darth Vader! What? And then at one point it's like,
Lightsabers.
X-Wing, I'm gonna come! Like they just, it's like for like 5 or 6 minutes they just say what happened. They just say what they see visually.
Next time I commentate during a tournament, I'm saying X-Wing, I'm gonna come.
It broke new ground.
It broke the, yeah, they just like quote headlines. They do all the, because they didn't like it. That's the joke, is they're like, this movie isn't as good as everyone thinks it is. And then, historically, it has gone on almost unanimously to be the greatest Star Wars film in the franchise by most people's accounts. Which is
I
so
think-
funny, because all the time, they're such contrarians to like the mainstream of what's going on.
But it's good because they have they have that Robert
They have a
and
measured,
Ebert.
yeah, they have like a measured view of their
yeah.
contrarianness that I like.
But there's a good in all of that for any fandom, I think.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
It's opinionated, right?
Yeah.
Art is subjective, and no matter what
People
art
need
it
to
is,
disagree on stuff
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
art.
Like-
I like the opening it for debate.
Ask
Yeah.
any one person what the best Dark Souls game is out of the trilogy. I guarantee you, almost every time it'll be a different answer for different reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like in that moment they could be like just saying Dark Souls without the 1, 2, and 3 will like based on the day they're having, based on the shit that's happened to them that week, that month that they're in their life, a certain moment is highlighted more than usual.
Right.
That's me with a lot of things I super love, like with media. If it's Game of Thrones, If you catch me on a good day, I'm probably going to immediately think about Tyrion Lannister. You catch me on a bad day, I'm going to think about when somebody I really fuck with dies in that show. You know what I mean? And those are going to be the moments that like I am thinking about more in that moment. You got fucking 80 hours of TV.
That
when you're
would be,
talking about Game of Thrones.
That would be me if you asked me like what my favorite franchise is, because like I have like just franchises that I fuck with hard, and it's like there's like probably a top 5 out there.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, can I ask you a question?
Okay.
I have an unbelievably thought-provoking question that I asked someone the other day, and they were like, I can't believe no one has ever asked me this before.
Okay.
All right.
Ready?
What
I'm
is
so
it?
excited.
So, okay, hypothetical situation. You are having a normal day, someone approaches you. This person has never heard of music, has never listened to a song. They have never, not even the concept of music is in their head. You are going to be the first one to show them what music is. What is the first song you play?
You son of a bitch.
What is the first song you play for a person who has never heard music in their entire life? They've
Come
never even heard of it.
Come and get your love.
Come and Get Your Love by Redbone.
Ooh.
Good pick.
That's a
Great
great
pick.
song.
Thank you.
That's a good pick.
I thought you were gonna say
so
what
I'm building-
album do you show them?
I'm actually building a playlist based on all these songs.
That one, the fucking GTA 5, the one we've been listening to tonight. That I've never heard that mix, and it is literally like all of it is my taste. Everything that was on that list is like the
it's a
stuff
good-
me and
it's a
Mike
solid
just
list.
listened to.
You just need to honestly get in the car on GTA 5,
Yeah.
drive around. All the radio stations just play bangers, and there's some that are like fun parody talk shows that
Yeah.
are also hilarious to listen
Yeah.
to. But it makes it fun to just drive around in the world.
What's-
I think I
song am I
just broke
picking?
this guy's brain. By
Yeah,
the
no,
way.
you did. You should see how I had that on
short
deck ready to
circuiting over
go.
there?
This is the duality of man.
You had that one loaded up.
Yeah, I need
Well,
to.
I'm trying to think what like when I get down to the nitty gritty of like what I enjoy the most about music.
But also,
It's the
what-
noise more than it is the message
But
for
what
me.
what is it that makes a good song? Because right, you could give them subjectively your favorite song.
Yeah, exactly.
But you could also give them something that is widely regarded as one of the greatest songs of all time. You know,
See, that's
you've
why I
got
picked
that
"Come and
option.
Get Your Love"
Because it's a great song that you
song.
love,
Yeah.
and it's considered a
Yeah.
wonderful
and
song.
I feel like it's
Right.
got
a
layers
good mix.
to it to
It
be able
does.
to express different things of music that you can enjoy.
Probably Intro by M83.
Don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
Have
I'm
you ever
intrigued
seen?
now.
Have you ever seen Cloud Atlas?
I have not.
Is it intro? Maybe it might be outro. Either way, it's by M83. Let me double check. But it's a very
Yes, outro by M83.
outro. Sorry, not intro. Outro by M83. It's got giant peaks and valleys in it. It's very much like as a song goes, it has a very like beginning, middle, into it that is like in itself a journey.
Well,
Like there's music that is giving a message, like Daft Punk. Daft Punk, when you start a Daft Punk song, it's not like you're getting a story. You're like dropping into the middle of a film for a
you're
minute.
dropping into an acid tab.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically. Like, and you know, you see that when you listen to a whole Daft Punk album in a row. The whole thing's kind of a story.
Right.
Yeah.
Outro by M83 is very much its own like encapsulation of a message and a story. It has like a very beginning, middle, end. When I listen to, it's one of those songs I can't just throw on. It's one of those songs you gotta want to listen to in the
Right,
moment.
yeah.
So I think that's
You
why I
gotta be
would
in the mood
pick
for
it.
it. I think
Yeah.
some of the best songs are that way.
Exactly, like
where you have to really want to listen to it.
yeah.
But when you do wanna
Hotel
listen to
California can't come on in the middle of like a playlist.
Yeah.
You gotta want to
Well,
listen to Hotel
that's
California.
one of my answers to that question was Dreams by Fleetwood Mac,
Ooh.
which is I would consider one of the greatest songs of all time. But again, Dreams by Fleetwood Mac is one of those songs where it's like if it comes on in the playlist, homie,
It
that's
could
that's
kill a vibe.
7-minute song I'm not
Yeah.
willing to listen to right now. But if I'm like,
You
holy
can't listen.
fuck,
You can't play video games and listen to Dreams by Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not.
But
conducive.
if I'm in like that groove and mood, and I'm like, this is a slow day, you know, this has been an easy day, like throw on Dreams by Fleetwood Mac, I will cruise down the highway for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
You know. But like,
Man, music. It really is wild to like be in the starting point of never having heard.
right? Can you
Music.
imagine that?
Yeah.
Because that's what makes. And then I want to go to like, because to me it's again, I got into like caring about the words in songs way late. I've always been like the
More about the
sounds are
beat,
important to me
yes.
more than
Trust me,
the
bro. I
message.
went from listening to Red Hot Chili Peppers to listening to Sleep Token.
Yeah.
Now I
Yeah,
listen to a
way different.
I listen to a Red Hot Chili Peppers album or song now,
Yeah.
and I'm like, what the fuck are these guys talking about? Have you
Yeah.
ever listened to a Red Hot Chili Peppers songs?
It's nonsense.
They have 3 songs that make sense.
Yeah.
The other 180 songs
Are just
mean nothing.
They
like
have no-
literally
They
nothing.
were all just obliterated on some substance, saying words in a row.
Can't stop addicted to the shindig. What the fuck does that mean, Anthony? Tell me.
There's a song that has no words called "Ecstasy" by the band Crooked Still, and they a lot of their music is played in The Last of Us Part 2. And specifically, that song is the song that if you watch the trailer with Ellie and Dina at the dance, it's the song they're dancing to. And when that trailer came out, I started like researching Crooked Still, and they're like I've listened to a lot of their records now. Not a single non-banger when it comes to like ear noise. Forget about the words, and some of the lyrics are great to a lot of their songs, and I fuck with it. But to me, all of them, regardless of the messaging, are good ear noise. Like, I love all of their fucking music. I've not heard a song I didn't really love.
That's how I am with the one. I don't know if you guys have you watched Arcane?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
God,
Arcane season 2.
I haven't seen season 2, so be careful on spoilers.
I haven't seen season either of them.
Then I can't. Okay, there's this one at one point.
Sorry.
There is a very tense moment in a relationship that should not have been.
Okay.
Right. It's almost like a hypothetical.
The
It's not
relationship
quite-
shouldn't have been, or the moment.
both.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But
all
it's
right.
it's
Terrifying.
almost like a hypothetical, but they end up in this situation where they're both happy. Neither of them have been able to be happy their entire lives. And in this hypothetical situation, they're able to just hold each other and enjoy the moment that they have together. And this one song plays, and it's called Memory. It's a French song. And
Ugh.
it is
Fuck.
it is about
I
It's
already.
pretty gay.
Yeah, but in a great way. Like in the best of
the
ways.
song's message itself is literally like saying, I'm poison for you, you're poison for me, we're terrible for each other, like this,
But
that,
in
and the
French.
Yeah.
third. But in French. So it sounds like way more romantic.
Yeah. Isn't it wild how that's like not a joke statement? What
Right,
you just said?
yeah.
Like that's real.
But the entire song
Something to
is
say about
like
that
at this
for a
point, every time I hear it, I just catch myself just like
Mm-hmm.
fading into that moment in that scene, and that like you said, that ear noise. I don't understand what half the words are.
Yeah.
But it just soothes
It
my
grabs.
soul. Like it gives me this wave of almost like regret and nostalgia and happiness, and like cemented myself all at once. That one song now, just because of how hard that scene hit with that song in it. And you have those attachments to things, like the Halo theme song. For fuck's sake,
Yeah.
Halo theme song comes on, I feel like I could fight God.
Yeah, dude, like anything. I could do anything if that song is played.
The second
if
that
the
guitar
Warthog
riff
run,
hits, bro.
If the Warthog run starts, fuck Chicken George, fuck anybody that's ever run in the Olympics. I'm faster than them right now. I'm faster than everyone that's ever run. I can do anything in those moments. Louis C.K. has a really great quote where he was in France and he has a friend who is a French comedian. And like she's just like a dear friend that he was visiting.
I'm sorry to cut you off. That's got to be a tough profession. French
What?
comedian. Those French people fucking hate you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
for
There's
for
no
sure.
way they laugh at any jokes that
I
you
bet.
say.
I
So-
bet they're the funniest people.
So
in the
that's
entire
what. So
world.
that's Louis C.K. Louis C.K. goes to visit his friend, like a dear friend of his, who's a French comedian. She's doing a set in French. He doesn't understand a word. He said it's the hardest he's ever laughed because of just how hard everyone was laughing. Like he says, I don't know what. To this day, I don't know what she was saying. I don't know how funny it was, like thematically in comedy. I don't know if the punchlines were hard or anything, but the energy in that room was one of the best energies I've ever felt, and it bleached me of like humor. Like I was just so ingrained in the air of that room that I laughed as hard as I've ever laughed at some of the best jokes I've ever heard, and I didn't know what the fuck was going on. He said it's like music. It's when you get grabbed by the noise, because like to this day. Have you ever seen BoJack Horseman?
Yeah.
You know the very end where it's him and Diane on the roof.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
It's
That song. That song. I know Mr. Blue. I know like a couple of words.
Mr. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know the lyrics in a row, but I know the sounds I can reactivate that whole song and the emotion that I feel when I hear it. It's
that's
a rough ending.
That's a
Rough series,
show.
and that last scene is one of my favorite finales of all time because it grabs you, and that when that song starts, and the rest of the show, the rest of this journey is that song playing out of these two characters on a roof, and you just watch them think while this song is playing and not have words, is one of the greatest goodbyes I've ever had. And what an emotional powerhouse the song is. It's like I don't even need to remember the words of that song because one, I'm bad at remembering words to songs, but two, more than anything, I know how I feel. I've like reimagined that whole show in this moment of thinking of that song.
Yeah.
All this wraps back to, I don't know how the fuck to pick a song to show someone who's never heard music.
Right.
Because there's so much context that is important to a song.
But that's why it's so thought-provoking.
Exactly, and that's why outro is my answer, I think, because outro in its own is like, it's a whole experience.
Deep-seated in itself.
Yeah, or it's like, Flight of the fucking Conchord. Like, pick any of the great symphonies. Like, any of them could be fucking...
That's true, too.
Yeah, like any of them...
Damn, I wish I would have picked a symphony.
Give him
That'd
Ice
be great.
JJ. Give him Ice JJ Fish and let him fucking hate music for the rest of their lives.
Fucking Jamiroquai.
Girl.
That's one of the worst. I'm so mad you said it. That's one of the worst songs.
What you said about like the not understanding a word, about Louis C.K. going to go see the French stand-up. That reminds me of like when we've gone to quinceañeras to like film them.
Yeah.
Like the energy in those things.
Yeah.
Like if you go to a great one, is electric. Like those guys,
dude.
So they party from
fucking hard.
They party from noon to like 4 o'clock in the next morning. Sometimes they keep going to the next day. It's the best. It's incredible.
I used to cater weddings for a living when I lived down at the beach. I'm telling you, dude, when I was bartending some of those weddings, some of the most fun and money I've made in one night, like at the same time.
Oh yeah.
People would be coming up and they'd be like, "Do a shot with me, do a shot with me." Like they hit the bar quick, like, and I'm already rushing to make another drink. I'm fucking 3 people in line. This guy's running up, "Do a shot with me." He's like, "Do a shot." I'm like, "What do you want?" He's like, "Rumple mints." I'm like, "Doom, pull the shots." I'm still making this drink over here. Cool, shoot that shit, right? Fucking Rihanna's, "Please don't stop the."
Exactly.
Like the whole entire floor is shaking. Everybody's rushing to get a drink. I'm back here knocking them down.
I'm not gonna lie, dealing cards is similar in like a focused way.
Yeah.
Because in the way that is like wild and crazy,
You get to be in the pot with the players.
you're in the pot with the players, but also like hilariously with a 1-to-1 comparison, I've done shots with people because I have a high alcohol tolerance for someone that never drinks.
Well, my metabolism helps carry me as well.
Yeah, and I'm dealing the whole time, so I'm moving.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter. I've done like 3 shots of Hennessy in like 10 minutes. And I don't catch a buzz. I have to do like 6 or 7 shots of anything to start to catch a buzz. So like these dudes, I'll be sitting here dealing cards with people who are having like a great night, and they'll be like, "Come on, motherfucker, do a shot with us." And I'm like, "Fuck it." I do a shot. I keep dealing, and they're like, "What would have been a $5 tip turns into a $25 tip." Just throw me a green chip for fucking just because it's the moment. The moment takes hold.
The best peer pressure is from like a drunk black guy. Trying like this, like really feeling
so to get nice with it.
Yeah. That's what that made me think of. Yeah, he's like he's hyped. He like, gets you hyped, and you're like,
God damn, you look good, man. You want to do a drink with me, man? You want to do a shot with me, man?
Yeah.
No, I really can't tonight. Like I gotta go home. I'm like, man, fuck that, man. Do a shot with me right now, man.
Those guys are the best.
I
They're
used to
like
have
the unsung heroes of parties.
Oh, absolutely, dude. I had a dishwasher at one of my restaurants that was like that. But dude, he had the raspiest voice of all time, and he was like 4'11". Like he was the shortest dude ever.
And he was just out of high school.
No, great. he was like 50, and I was friends with a guy and his husband. He had a husband. They would go to gay clubs.
Of wildlife.
They would go to gay clubs for his birthday, and so he'd invite me out to the gay club to celebrate his birthday. I'm like, fuck it, that's my friend. I'm gonna go hang out at the gay club, right? Most fun I've ever had in my entire life.
No, listen,
of course.
The gays,
dude, people over
they
there
know how to party.
Ralphie May.
But everyone is so nice.
Yeah,
like I have never met one rude person in a gay bar before.
Me neither.
I walked in, we got the birthday cake, we got everything else. The dude bought us $30 Cuban cigars. Like each cigar was like $30. He was like, and he talks just like this, I swear to God. He goes, "I want you to celebrate with me, man. This is my birthday, man. This is what we're celebrating today, man." And we would start lighting up on the dance floor, and I'm talking lights are going, drag queens are walking out. They got little tiny twink boys in cages dancing around in their underwear. And I walk up to the bar smoking my fucking cigar with a Crown Apple and Sprite in my hand, and one of the guys at the bar is like, dude, I love your earrings so much. I was like, thank you. He's like, do you want to do a shot with me? Fuck yeah, I want to do a shot with you. He's like, don't worry, it's on my tab. I'm having the best time of my life in this place.
Ralphie May always said, gay people have the best drugs.
Yeah.
He went to a gay wedding, and his wife, like, the guy hosting was, like, so stereotypical in his gayness.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, oh, my God. Tonight is going to be the greatest night of all of your lives.
Oh, he was Latin and gay?
Yeah, and so he walks up and he says, "Open the trays in front of you," to everyone in the room, and like they pull a tray off of a plate.
He's slowly becoming German, by the way. Did you
Oh,
notice?
Yes. He pulls the tray off, and it's like 5 pills. And it's like Ralphie's there with his wife and their children, and he said, and the wife's like, "Are we really about to do whatever these drugs are?" He said, "Are you kidding me? These are gay drugs. Fuck yeah, we're gonna take them. There ain't no one sitting next to you. Take them too." And then fucking, he said, "Gay parties are the greatest parties anyone could ever go to." That's like how his expression, and he's right. When I went to Vegas, I was like next to a gay bachelor, or not gay. It was lesbian bridesmaids thing, blah blah blah. It was a lesbian woman with her. They were doing both. They were doing the bridesmaid and bachelor party at the same time because it was her and all her lesbian friends.
Yeah,
And
bachelorette party.
Bachelorette party. Yeah,
2
And
bachelorettes.
Yes, well, one of them was like definitely the dude and like in a tuxedo, and so all her lesbian friends were all dressed up like a groom, like a bride.
Hell yeah,
yeah, like that. So it was
groomsman.
like a groomsman. It was like the double thing.
That's
But
dope.
And they were all celebrating at once instead of like separating it
That's
into
cool.
2 things. And it was cool. And the head of their thing that like organized the whole thing was a big, tall black dude, and he was like, I don't know. This
like
guy
Bubbles
has,
from Stitch.
Oh, that's
Yes, but, like, old.
a good visual.
Yes, but he was like old. He was like 70 something.
Hell yeah.
Like salt and pepper beard.
Dude's seen his way around. You know?
Yeah, and like me and my friends were there for WSOP tournament. And so like they're off doing shit, and I'm kind of like off in the corner alone. But I'm like fucking with their energy. Excuse me. Anyway, he walks up to me, like, and because I'm just like vibing with them because they're like walking around with boom boxes and shit, like casino to casino. And I get talking with him, and like he's explaining that like, yeah, man, it's time a fucking party, blah blah blah. I do parties and shit. I was like, how did you get roped up in this specific scenario? He said they came to me with a dream, and I got to envision the dream for him. he's saying
That's
shit
my
like
man
that.
right
And then
there.
out of his fucking jacket pulls out a rose, and hands it to me, and I'm like, what's this for? He says, I don't know who it's for, but you got to give it to him. I was like, oh shit.
Yo, you met a real life genie, by the way.
Bro, he was the coolest. He's the coolest guy ever. And he handed me the rose. He said, "Find someone beautiful to give that to." And I was like, "You got it, dog."
you find
I
somebody-
would have handed it back to him.
I handed it to a friend of mine. I was there.
I would have handed it back to him. And go, nah.
This is for you.
You're beautiful. Dude.
You're a beautiful man. But it was one of
You're
those. Like,
breathtaking.
yeah, I'm like, it's one of those times where like I never go out in the. Look, I'm from small town South Carolina. When I get to go out in the world, I have a blast.
Right.
I don't go out in the world a lot. So like, I've been so fortunate in those moments to experience like I've experienced like 8 or 9 little amazing moments like that in my traveling. And all that is a message to say you should all travel more. That's
You
where
want to
I'm
talk
gonna-
about
And
amazing
you'll
things?
meet a magician man.
yeah,
Talk about amazing things while you travel. I went to Boston for PAX East in 2020 and 2019. 2020 PAX East. I got a friend who lives literally. Yes,
What's PAX?
It's a
PAX is a
convention.
gaming convention.
Is that the one in New York?
It is in Boston, so it's in Boston, Massachusetts.
Is that the one that Matt goes to?
I don't know, Matt.
Sorry, Matt.
Which Matt?
The one
Matty
that's like,
B, Matt?
Matty B.
I don't know.
Because there was something in Boston that sounds similar to what
Yeah,
you're
it's
saying.
probably PAX East.
anyway.
now, Dave,
It's the biggest convention like on the East Coast for video games.
yeah.
So I go to PAX East with a buddy of mine who literally lives like in Boston town square, and so I stayed over at his house, and we went
It's
over
amazing
there.
when you have a friend in a city. It saves you
It's
so
so
much
good.
money. It's crazy.
But we were like, yeah, we're going to PAX East, but we hadn't gone to this. Like, they had just changed the actual like venue for the event, and we had never been there before. So we get on the subway to head towards like City Square, and we get off of the Silver Line and go up the stairs to catch a bus to get to the like actual venue. We go up the stairs, but we don't know where to go, so we catch a subway guard like before we go up the stairs. We go, hey, excuse me, sir, like, do you know which line we take to get to the like venue for PAX East? He goes, yeah, you're talking about the convention. You go here, you take this line, you take that line. Cool, thank you so much. We both walk up the stairs. As we walk up the stairs, we're under something called Tufts Medical Center. It's one of the biggest hospitals on the East Coast. It's in Boston, Massachusetts. It takes up like, I want to say 8 square blocks.
Damn.
Right? It's massive. We're underneath Tufts Medical Center, And we come out of the subway, and then you know how the light hits you as you exit the subway. It's bright outside. It's like fucking 13 degrees. So we get out, and we turn to our left. And as we turn to our left, we see a crackhead shooting up in broad daylight, like 10 feet from us.
That's incredible.
Just wait, it gets better, brother.
Okay.
The crackhead is shooting up 10 feet from the medical center where they do the rehabilitation. So we're on the rehabilitation side. Crackhead shooting up 10 feet from the door, 5 feet from us. We're in between the two of them. We look at him. He looks at us. We go, like, sorry. We don't say anything.
How you doing,
Obviously,
sir?
you don't look at
Yeah.
him. And so we're like, okay. And we continue on our way. As we continue on our way, we get 5 steps further before the security guard down in the subway, the police officer down in the subway, comes barreling up the stairs after us to tell us he gave us the wrong directions and said, hey, and then looked at us and we looked at him, and then he saw the crackhead between us and him, and they made eye contact as this dude has a needle in his hand, like shooting up in his arm, and the cop goes, hey, and then the crackhead goes, ugh! And then they both walked away from the scenario. I mean, it was fantastic.
You didn't even get your data.
I didn't. We didn't know where we were supposed to go because they were just like, fuck it, this isn't worth it. Like, they both just walked away. It was an unbelievable, unparalleled force, like, unstoppable force, immovable object. And they were like,
Decided
you know what?
to not deal
No.
with it.
I don't want to do it today.
That's
That's the shit you see in the city, dude. It's
how
crazy.
did you figure out where you were going?
We asked the person who was driving the bus. So the bus showed up and we were like, hey, do we take this line to get there? They're like, no, you take the next one. We were like, okay, thank you.
Beautiful.
I'm glad you found your way. And didn't,
Oh, yeah,
like,
we got there. And it was fun. PAX is always cool. I recommend if you guys have the money to go stay, there's a hotel connected to the venue that they try and make cheaper every year. If you can book tickets early, go. I've had so much fun there. I mean, it was honestly fantastic. It's where I got all my Brawlhalla shirts.
Yeah.
The Brawlhalla devs always set up a booth over there where you fight the developers of the game.
Oh,
I
that's
whooped
cool.
the developers' ass so many times in a row. They were just like, dude, take a shirt of every color. you don't have to play us anymore. Like, you can let other people play us. And I was like, okay, cool.
They were like, we're tired of losing.
yeah, they were like, please just take a shirt of
Take
every
a shirt
color.
and leave. Why are you bullying us
And
in
so
broad daylight?
I have one black one, I have one green one, I have one red one because like they had 3 colors of shirts, and then they gave me a bunch of like pins of all the characters, and they also have specialty skins that you get if you meet a developer of the game. They're called metadev skins, which are like hundreds of dollars online if you have a code for one.
For those of you that don't know, Chance is a thug at fighting games.
I'm
He's
good
very
at
good
them.
at fighting
I am
games.
good at them.
It's
I'm not like there's plenty of people that can whoop my ass, right? Trust me, I'm a big fish. I am well aware that I will be put in my place by some people, okay? And that's why I'm very humble when it comes to fighting games. I am good at fighting games. I love fighting games. I will get my ass whooped in fighting games.
Chance was running the Smash Bros. League we were having at Halcyon. That's part of why he got on the Shirts Off podcast. He won a contest, and that was the prize.
Is that
Yeah,
right?
that
Is that
was
when was
definitely-
I?
That's
supposed to
what
be
we're
told
gonna-
that this was
Yeah,
the-
that
That's what
was
we're gonna
contest,
go with. You
no
know?
idea. Yeah, that's.
It has nothing to do with
He
Chance
totally
being
is.
an
You gotta-
interesting individual.
It's such a gift.
means you gotta
It's such
invite
a big
Kevin on
deal.
next.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's
Yeah,
such a
Kevin
big
on.
deal to make it onto this podcast that we have to have fucking auctions and or tournaments for it. Clearly,
25,
It has nothing to do with how interesting he is as a person. It's just all about his pure, undefeatable skill.
Well, actually, so I will say that. Okay, first of all that was nonsense. Creighton made all that
Yeah,
up.
no, I did. I made it all.
But I have been thinking of a cool idea for there to be like community events at Halcyon, and you're one of the first people in my head that I want to have on for this idea, where we do Hot Ones live with an audience and record it, and like the community ask whoever the person is like question, like we like submit
Yeah.
questions.
Oh, I would tank that shit, bro.
Yeah,
Dude,
you want to do Hot Ones?
I could chug a bottle of Last Dab and do just fine.
You're a menace to society.
I eat Carolina, so I go to Buffalo Wild Wings and I get 12-piece Carolina Reaper boneless and fried pickles.
I'm not
That's my
surprised.
normal order.
I'm not surprised.
I used to
all.
literally go to Buffalo Wild Wings and do the Blazing Challenge to get the T-shirt. Like, I'm obsessed with T-shirts, bro. I'll beat the shit out of developers for them. I'll eat the hottest wings in the world for them. I don't care. If there's a T-shirt with a logo on it, I want
The
that.
developers are listening to this and being like, he did all that for a T-shirt.
Yes, yes. Brawlhalla devs, if you're listening to this, yes, I whooped your ass like 8 times in a row for a T-shirt. I was
All that for a
cold.
drop of blood.
My wardrobe was getting low. I had to go whoop some ass.
Man said, "I'll never pay for a T-shirt again. I'm
Nope.
gonna beat it out of people."
Dude, there was a period of like I think a full year where I didn't pay for a T-shirt. I just ended up collecting a bunch from different shit, like whether it be a contest or like a challenge or anything like that, or like a giveaway or anything else. I just didn't pay for a shirt, and I ended up with some of the most interesting shirts I have in my entire life. Like I'll wear a couple up here maybe sometime, but
You're
they are
wearing an
the
interesting
weirdest
shirt
shirts.
today.
Yeah, I mean this is one, but I bought this. This is
Yeah.
just flowers.
You
But
didn't
I have
get it off a homeless man.
I have a shirt that is like the biggest T-shirt I've ever owned, and it's like it almost looks like an Aaron Rodgers set, not Aaron Rodgers, Mr. Rogers in the sweater set design. Aaron Rodgers, can you imagine him hosting that show?
So funny.
But it's like his set design, or like
Yeah.
that '70s show essentially,
Yeah.
and it's just lines down it. The shirt is fucking massive, so whenever I wear it, it falls off of one of my shoulders. Like I just can't wear the shirt properly
Yeah.
anymore. But I got that shirt for free. I just found it. I don't even remember where I found it, but I just picked it up during that year, and I was like, add it to the wardrobe. Take it to the dry cleaner, make sure it's sanitized, put it in the wardrobe.
I have so many wild shirts that like I never wear, but they're so cool.
Dude,
You got a
wear
great
some new
set
shit.
of
Yeah,
shirts.
wear some new shit. Like that's the thing, right? I think there's an interview on a subway with a guy that he said, cringe, something about cringe. Cringe is freedom, you know. Like he was like being
Yeah.
cringe is being
Yeah.
free. Like
Yeah.
embrace it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Being
Tyrion said
embarrassed
some
is
shit
a
like
pleasure.
that.
Like being embarrassed is something to be proud of.
Yes.
And so I just
Tyrion
wear,
Lannister be spitting, man. He says the same shit.
I wear whatever the fuck I want. I do whatever the fuck I want. And there was a conversation I had with one of the guys who comes in and plays Warhammer. He was like, "Your confidence just is insane to me." I was like, "I just don't give a fuck what people think."
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and like I think a lot of people like misread like a lot of that as confidence. It's not necessarily it's not confidence, but it's like it's like you said, it's just not giving a fuck.
I think it's also just like there's this like big debate going on in the zeitgeist right now of like what negative and positive masculinity are.
Right.
You know, and I think it's more just positive masculinity than it is negative masculinity. It's like you can be who you are and be comfortable in your own skin. It's Marcus Aurelius basically. It's it's meditations. It's like be at one with yourself. Everybody else can fuck off. If they like you, they like you. If they don't, they don't. And like as long as you're cool with who you are and you are satisfied with the decisions you make, you can't really fuck.
Yeah, I live my life with no regrets. That was one thing. That was one thing I said to him was, when I die, if I die tomorrow, I will have lived a life with almost zero regrets. Because if I want to do something, I do it. I make a way to do it.
And if I can't, I have a goal.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I will attain it as soon as possible. But that's one of those things, like, if it's just a mental block, I don't let it affect me. If it's like, if I could do this thing right now physically, but mentally it's bothering me, just do it. Like, I just push myself through it, and I'm like, do it, and if I hate it, right?
Yeah.
But at least I won't regret never having done it.
Yeah.
To a lesser extent, I think this applies to shit posting on Facebook.
It does.
Yeah. Just post whatever the fuck you
You
want.
could go viral at any moment, bro.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
nuts.
It could pop off.
Charlie didn't believe I was a master shit poster on Facebook, and then
Why,
he got
why
more.
would you say that? That's,
Because you
I've
doubted
always
me every
believed that.
time that I've told you about my
I didn't-
endeavors.
Dude,
I
you are a
didn't-
walking shitpost.
Thank
You
you.
realize that.
I don't
Thank
doubt.
you.
I don't doubt
Thank
you're doing it. I doubt the quality. I know you're doing it. I see it.
The quality
It's
is
called
what's important.
a shit post
Yeah,
I
for
know.
a reason.
It's,
No,
the
I
quality is
understand.
not what's important.
I
It's
know.
about sending a message.
It's always,
Exactly.
it's always those damn low quality videos, bro.
I love those. Those are so funny. I saw one of those the other day with two guys with both with one leg, and they were sword fighting with their crutches.
Nice.
It was so funny.
There's this one guy keeps popping up on my TikTok For You page right now. He's a guy from London, but his family is Nigerian, so he talks in a Nigerian accent. And he slows down the videos of himself, like eating just the most disgusting bulking food ever. Like a full plate of rice with 4 hot dogs, 8 eggs, 4 pieces
Jesus
of buttered
Christ.
toast.
This
And he,
guy's
like,
gonna have a hard time
yeah,
before the video.
he like makes it, and that's only one plate. There's like 3 different plates in the video, and he always starts the same video with the same shit. He goes, "We shall eat today," like screams it. Every single comment in his comment section is Venom with one of those like traditional tribal Nigerian hats. I love those videos now, dude, because all I can see is Venom going, like, "We will be consuming no liquids."
I think my problem is that so many of the videos, if they don't grab me in the first like 4 seconds, I skip them.
Yeah, you just have brain rot.
Yeah, I know. Well,
what's
I've
wrong with
gotten
you.
to where I don't look at any of it.
You gotta
Because
invest.
I will get sucked in for like 3
John,
hours.
I'm telling you, something just came across my For You page.
Oh, I
I've
love
got to invest now.
My problem is I truly do get.
I know that.
I get.
Yeah, see?
I get sucked in. I can't stop. If it's 11 o'clock and I have to
can't
go to
stop.
bed.
Like one of those people that's laying in your bed like,
Yeah,
Like
no, it's
scrolling
like
sideways.
Caitlin does that all the time. I don't
yes,
understand
it's
how
horrible.
you
It's so
do
bad.
I
for
sometimes
me.
get stuff like that, but only if like someone has sent me a video and I end up on TikTok because someone has sent me something, and then I'm like, oh, I'll just like go back to my For You page and see what's on there.
And then
I'll
you
scroll
get-
once or twice. Fucking 2 hours later,
Yeah, yes.
like, I'm just like and I have decided.
It's a drug.
well, I have.
It is.
Yeah, it is. It's dopamine.
Yeah,
it's, your
it's a dopamine
receptors.
hit, dude.
And
It's-
it's
it's-
frying your.
it's
your
so
dopamine
bad.
receptors. I highly recommend that you put your phone down for a week. Right? It
Yeah.
sucks at first. I won't lie. It sucks.
I've been really good about it since opening this place. It's been
Put
helping
your
me a
phone
lot.
down, but like don't be around screens. Get away from screens. Get around
Yep.
technology at all. Like I mean it. I go on a vacation every July. For 4th of July, me and my fiance go up to Pennsylvania, and we go up to Clearfield where the mountains and the river are, and we stay with her family. We all eat at one giant ass picnic table. We all eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner together.
That sounds
we,
sick.
We
Oh,
all
sounds
go.
so
We
good.
all go kayaking. We all go fishing.
I want to go with you.
Dude, I'm telling you, it is the best I have ever felt in my life. And the first time I went, I was like, I gotta bring my Switch. Like, I gotta bring all this
Yeah,
other
of
stuff.
course.
The second time I went, bro, I brought board games. Like, I was
Yeah.
not fucking with technology at all because it felt like I had been freed of a sickness
Yes.
when I got back.
Dude.
Like, I turned my phone on and I had service when we went to Walmart to get like water or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't even want to fucking look at my
Exactly,
phone. Like,
yes.
I want to go back. I want to go back kayaking. I want to go swimming the river. Like, oh.
My friends on Discord, my really close, like my closest friends on Discord. For this was the first year we didn't do it just because it was a bad year. But for the last like 5 years, we've gone to Vegas one time, and then all the other times we've gone up to like Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg area, Tennessee. For a week, we do the same thing, but like it's like a little Discord family reunion,
boys trip.
boys
Yeah.
trip, and we all go up to the mountains, and like I'll keep my phone on and have the ringer so
Yeah,
I can
just in
like
case,
because
yeah.
I need phone calls and stuff, but I'll leave it like on the counter in the kitchen of the Airbnb and just fuck
No, won't
off,
touch
like
it.
goodbye,
Yeah.
and like I'll look at, and we're all movie buffs. We have a movie Discord where we sit and review movies, so on these trips we have like 1 or 2 movies that we'll sit and watch sometimes at night, and that is like our connection to technology, but it's the phone part is gone. The like access to the like
Social media.
the social
and
media
the
drip is
texting
gone.
and
Yeah,
everything
it's
else.
like we're
Yeah.
sitting there and enjoying the thing we enjoy, but we're
Right.
not like sucked into the social media aspect. And it's like you said, every day, breakfast, lunch, dinner. We'll go get dinner. We'll all sit in the house and eat. We'll do whatever. It is like you come back and you're like, why the fuck is this the way we're living our life?
It's so bad.
And, like,
then you fall
hilariously-
right back into it. That's the worst part.
Well,
is you
it's
fall
this
right back
place.
in.
It's not to humble brag, not to like totally advertise Halcyon, but opening Halcyon. I know it's a gaming lounge. I know that we're literally playing video games, but like somehow sitting in a room with people and playing
Yeah,
the video
it's the
game.
social
The
aspect.
social part of it is the most important part of it. Is what
It
I'm
is.
like. It's so important having people around all the time.
I think that's why Twitch streaming is so popular.
Yes.
Right? The connection.
So my version of what you guys are talking about was we went to Outer Banks this past October, and I've never been to Outer Banks before. So we stayed at Nag's Head, which is kind of like in the middle of everything. And I mean, like, I got on my phone to look up directions, but that was it. I was barely on it. And we would just get in the car and ride every day to like a new place and wouldn't know anything about it. Just wander in and figure it out as we went. And that was the best vacation
Bro,
that I've had.
exploring is so fucking sick.
Oh, it was so fun.
Like if I didn't have to worry about going home and going to sleep, I would just drive around.
Yeah.
Oh, constantly I think of like in a world where like your name and social security number and all those things aren't tied to all,
Tracked, yeah.
and you're not tracked as a human being in the fucking digital game that we've all entered without our consent. I
well,
would,
that's the worst part. We did consent.
no, we didn't.
You were born, bro.
Yeah.
You were born.
Oh,
That's
well,
not
you
me.
mean
He's talking
like
about society
the
as a
system,
whole.
the
Okay,
societal
okay, I'm
system
sorry,
that we're
I'm sorry.
in.
I thought we were
didn't-
talking about-
Calm down, Joker. Get to your point.
Exactly. Yeah. Basically, in like 19 or 1880s, whatever the fuck, like pre like an established system, really, like truly established. I'm like a city hopper. I'm going place to place. I'm going to be out on the frontier. I'm going to have like a ragtag. It's going to be a D&D campaign. I'm going to grab my like 8 guys that I'm like the most satisfied with in life and convince them like, boys, we don't need to settle in one spot. Have you ever heard of the fucking the ocean on the West Coast? They say it's bluer than out here on the East Coast. Like I'm going to convince them like to travel and go see the world and all the different cities that have been established in America. What?
Creighton, this guy's gonna die of dysentery with
Oh, yeah, no,
That's
for sure.
crazy.
Well,
I'm never rude to Terry. He's
listen,
my friend. I
listen.
love Terry.
dysentery all the time.
I told him.
You'll be profin.
I told him if it was
I don't
like
be pro.
if it was a couple hundred years ago, me and him would be pirates. You know?
Sure, almost certain.
Yeah, absolutely.
Scurvy
And-
for sure.
No, I eat
Good
lemons
pirates.
all the time.
He literally
There's
eats
lemons in
peel
here.
and all. He eats it like an apple.
I'll do one right now. It's
No,
right here.
don't.
Please don't say
No,
do
there's
one
one
like
right
it's a
here.
drug.
He-
You say do one like it's a line of
He
coke.
gets
Like, I'll
extra,
do one right now.
He gets extra lemons at
Look at
restaurants
that. Look at
and asks them not to chop them up.
Oh,
and
goddamn, it's
he
long.
eats it like he eats the peel and all like an apple.
Speaking of drugs, you were saying it earlier, and then now
I'll
you
eat one
said,
right
like,
now.
No, please, like it's not a content. You're okay.
We don't care
If
if
you want
you eat
to,
the
you
lemon.
can.
Yeah, eat the
but,
lemon,
like,
it's
I
good
don't
for
want
you.
to stop you from doing what you
It
love.
cleans out your colon, dude.
Let him say his drug thing.
Anyway, speaking of drugs, you said that reminded me like a line of coke. I think I would give just about anything to have Quaaludes. I think that I would give anything in this world to try Quaaludes.
Because
just
you've
once.
never gotten to.
Can you? Have you?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
I feel like out of all of us,
They
you'd
had
be
to
in the
nerf
rooms-
it because it was so good, bro.
I know.
You would be in the rooms with people that would be able to give you.
We don't have to talk about that.
Yeah, no, it's okay. We don't have to talk about that.
I've heard a lot of firsthand accounts of just how great Quaaludes
Dude,
were.
I'm telling you, that shit probably cured your cancer back in the day. Like, they had to nerf it. It was so good. Right? Like, every other drug, they're like, yeah, people can manufacture this. People can make this. They erased the records of Quaaludes from existence because of how good it was.
Yeah.
And it had almost no side effects. Right? The side effects were minor. Stomach aches, like maybe having like some sickness.
Sleeping
the next
for a
day.
couple of days.
I can't
But,
deal
like-
with stomach aches and sleeping. That's
Yeah,
too
no,
much.
it's terrible.
Having Leonardo DiCaprio in a New York accent explain just how great Quaaludes were one of the greatest things Martin Scorsese ever decided
ever
to put in
done.
film.
Yeah.
It's like, if you could resist the urge to sleep for just long enough, you got a pretty sick ass high off of it. I mean, that's just one of the
Is
greatest
that the
lines.
scene where,
That's
like-
his line delivery when he's explaining what Quaaludes are.
Oh.
He says, "And lemons, they're the best of the best." It's like he's explaining. First, he's
Nothing
explaining
else comes
Quaaludes.
close to a lemon Quaalude.
Yeah, that's
Have
exactly.
we all seen this movie?
Yeah,
Okay,
Wolf of Wall
okay. I
Street.
was making sure.
Definitely.
Well, I was going to say something crazy.
We're all
so I
above
would
the
make
age
sure I
of
was
15. That was the movie that, when growing up, I think everyone was like, "You got to see Wolf of Wall Street."
Margot Robbie's the hottest thing I've ever
Yeah,
seen.
exactly. It's
So
ridiculous.
is that what he's trying to take, or is that what he takes whenever he goes to drive the Lamborghini?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
he's
when
fucking-
him and
he's
Jonah
fucked up
Hill
on Quaaludes.
both take them,
Yeah.
and then they both like get on treadmills because they're like, or the bikes and shit because they think we
wanna
got to get
sweat
on
it out.
metabolism, we got to sweat it out, we got
Yeah.
to make it activate because it won't activate.
Yeah.
and then it's
And then
like
it hits
3 hours
like 2
later.
hours later.
Yeah, and
And then
Jonah
they're
Hill
on the
calls
boat.
him. He's like, "No, don't say more." He's like having a fucking.
And then when they're on the
panic
boat and it starts flooding, he's like, "The fucking Quaaludes! Get the Quaaludes!" He doesn't care
That's how
about anything
good.
else.
That's
The
how
boat-
good they are.
The boat is flooding, everything is going, and he's like, "The Quaaludes!" Like nothing else matters.
You know that guy's
I've
just
heard
like
some crazy
uh,
stories in that realm of thinking, like people who had like a baseball game for their kid to get to,
Yeah.
and they were like, "I got to get to fucking Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and back. I've got 4.5 hours. I can do it." Like like that's how much their brain is like activated on go get the thing.
Yeah.
Like
I've heard of people like having crazy stories on Ambien, like you know.
Yeah.
Well, Ambien's a sleep drug, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
they
like-
tried Ambien on me for my fucking insomnia. That shit just like
How was it?
awful.
yeah.
Oh, do you have
It's-
like crazy visions? And
No,
shit?
it wasn't like crazy
not-
visions or anything, but like just imagine you took just a little too much Benadryl. Like just
Okay.
not enough to see the Hat
It's-
Man and go completely dysmorphia,
Yeah.
but like just enough that your vision's getting fuzzy and someone's talking to you, but you don't know who it is.
It's not a like a trip drug.
No. You
That's
just-
not a drug
so
that you
it
trip
will-
on. It's a drug that like people will sleepwalk.
You do have mild hallucinations.
Yeah.
So, and when I say mild, I mean like you don't see people, right?
Yeah.
But like my grandmother takes a sleeping drug that is very similar to Ambien, and she will literally like walk around the house and she'll be in her doorway going, "What? Huh?"
I saw it.
And no one's talking to her, and she's just saying, "Huh? What are you saying?" I'm like, "Grandma, what are you talking about right now? She goes, huh? And she like actually locks in, and I'm like, what are you like?
She comes loose.
It's like,
for,
what
like,
are you
a
talking
moment.
about? I had
Have you ever-
or I was gonna say I saw an Unsolved Mysteries episode about Ambien, and it's
Someone go
it's so
missing on
good.
Ambien?
Unsolved Mysteries, yeah.
No, he said, did someone go missing on Ambien?
Well, it was kind of like 3 or 4 different stories. There was one where like the dude was like sleep running and a truck hit him.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
it killed him. It was terrible.
Have you
I
ever
would
heard-
sure fucking think so.
Have you ever heard the Kevin James story
What's
of being on Ambien?
No, what's the Kevin James?
Kevin James was on Ambien, and he woke up and he cooked a turkey in his oven.
I do remember this
and
story.
doesn't remember it. He cooked and ate a whole turkey.
Was it good?
He doesn't know.
He doesn't
He,
remember.
he,
Oh,
he
like he
called the
finished
police.
it.
He has no memory.
He
of
called the
turkey.
police because he thought someone broke into his house and made a turkey.
So wait. So he ate the whole turkey.
He ate the. I
Okay.
mean, I'm sure he didn't eat the bones.
No,
He
no,
ate-
no,
he
but I
ate-
mean,
he ate
it
enough
was done.
turkey
It
for
was
him to
done.
think someone
Yeah.
broke into his house.
I was
What?
just curious.
I have notes on my phone. So my fiance, she's not on Ambien or any sleep drug, but she does sleep talk. She used to sleepwalk. She does sleep talk. And when I say sleep talk, she's one of those people that has full conversations in her sleep.
That, this is the way that, like, just that,
Yeah.
like, very clearly.
Caitlin
in
says
pers-
I do the same thing.
Yeah.
I have noted them all down since like she has started, and I have let's see, I have a note. Yeah, here it is. Stella's ramblings. So I have all of them
Oh,
listed.
wow.
That's great.
And
I'm
my
so
favorite
excited.
my favorite one that I actually I posted it online is that she was laying in bed with me one night, and it was when we first moved in together. And I swear to God, I cannot fucking make this up. 2:00 in the morning, I'm sitting in bed watching a YouTube video because I can't sleep. You know, I'm just sitting there. I've got it on low power mode. I got it on brightness, and I'm just like chilling. I scratch my face. Like it's quiet, dead silent in the room. She shoots up like a fucking rocket. Like, I mean, possession, right? And she goes, whoom! And you can literally hear the air in the room move. And she looks at me, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Because, again, we've been living together for maybe a month at this point. We had been together for a year, right?
Oh,
But,
so you knew her
I
sleep
knew-
cycle's right.
No,
Probably.
I didn't know that she did this.
Oh,
no one
okay.
has ever slept with her before, like, and lived with her. So I was the first boyfriend she's ever lived with.
Yeah.
No one has ever experienced this except me and her mother, right? And so she shoots the fuck up, looks at me. I look at her. She goes, I don't know what kind of blankets you hang out with. Boom! Back out of the bed.
What?
Knocked out.
Send me that phrase. I'm getting a shirt made. This is unbelievable. What? I don't know what kind of blankets you hang with. Boom. Dead? That's unbelievable. I wasn't ready for what you were about to say. I'm so much happier.
do you remember why I texted you the other day?
Oh, the dream with...
Yeah, that was
Yes.
So this is Caitlin's perspective on all that, right? And I was told this after the fact, and you can tell the dream if you want to.
I'll pull up the
All right,
text.
so-
like, for you to tell the first story.
So Caitlin does a lot of baking, and I usually sleep in the living room while she's baking because of the way our house is laid out. Because she wants to hang out, she wants to talk to me, whatever.
This is...
I fell asleep. She's baking. All of a sudden, I start yelling in my sleep, "What about you?" And then bang. And then Charlie's about to read you what it was from my perspective.
So I got this text at 1 a.m. from Creighton. Dude, I had this dream that me and Jamie were demon hunters, like Men in Black style. No punctuation. Men in Black style, like we still worked for where we work, but it was a cover for the organization. Anyways, we were on a case where these demons were trying to kill nuns, and we were in my grandma's old living room for some reason, and Jamie killed one demon, and the other demon possessed a doll and started moaning, "What about me? What about me? What about me?" And I looked at the doll and said, "Bitch, what about you?" And then smashed it with a baseball bat. And that's when Caitlin woke me up because apparently I yelled that part in my sleep. Hilarious. That's what he types hilarious at the end himself. He postscripts it with hilarious.
I've got a buddy that lives out in Georgia that has the wildest dreams like I have ever heard. And so he told me about one of these dreams one day a couple of years ago, and I was like, dude, you have got to start like as soon as you wake up, because like he'll
Journaling it.
I used to have a journal.
I have
stopped
nonsense.
because it just
I
got
tried
crazy.
to start, and it was like it was just as undiscernible in my
Dude,
text.
I'm telling you, this guy has the most vivid dreams you've ever heard in your entire life, and they are fucking wild. I'll
right.
give you one.
Okay.
I'm sitting in Mandarin class, and I got my gun on me. Strong start, I
Mandarin
know.
class
That
is
sounds like a
crazy.
Reddit forum.
and I was really close to getting caught a few times. Like they would say, "What's that in the back of your pants?" and shit. So like,
Oh, he's hiding the gun.
So eventually, I take a bright orange vest off the wall, like the ones the crossing guards use. And I was on my way through the school when I realized that I have a child, and there were like vampires or some shit after her. I'm not quite sure, but they like blood. So basically, I'm fighting these two vampires. I lose my gun, and we start wrestling in the pool while my kid is drowning. And then when I made them, I'm telling you, just wait. When I made
I'm
them,
invested.
when I made them bleed, it turned the pool into a portal and teleported my child. So I tried to get there, but couldn't. And my friend came up behind me and asked if I wanted to get on COD to grieve. And I said... And I said, sure.
Charlie just fell out of his chair.
Oh my god.
And we get on Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and I found my kid on the enemy team, and and when I told her to kill herself because she played bad, she said, "Dad?" Every single one of his dreams is like that, by the way.
I was hooked with every line.
That's a whole podcast.
What happened
You
to
could
the
do a podcast
vampires?
of telling people those
Dude,
dreams.
I'm telling you, every single one is like that. There's not one that's less obscure than that.
I love it.
They
I
all
want to
have,
get on Call of Duty to grieve.
they all have 18 different plot twists.
This reminds me
That's
of...
a shirt too. That's a
What's-
shirt.
what's
How is that not a
the,
shirt?
What's the there's a Netflix show where it's like it's just the podcast and they've animated around the conversation.
Oh, I don't know.
Michael loves it,
It's Pendleton Ward who did Adventure Time and Duncan Trussell.
but it's Midnight something.
Midnight Gospel.
Midnight
Thank you.
Gospel.
I just needed a
Midnight
word.
Gospel. Craziest show you've ever watched because they'll just be chatting and then like crazy shit's happening.
Do you know who Duncan Trussell is? Duncan Trussell's a comedian, and he's a very like psychedelic oriented comedian. Like a lot of his stories from his past,
Involve
like
drugs.
involve. He doesn't do a ton of them now, or at least not to the extent that he.
But
when
he
was
tells the
younger.
stories of
He
it.
tells stories.
Right.
So Pendleton Ward, who did Adventure Time, and him are just buddies. Like they just like naturally were friends, and Duncan has a podcast, and they made this show and just animated like episodes of his podcast for Netflix called The Midnight Gospel. And it is, a lot of the time it's very wild and trippy and weird, but there's an episode that is one of those like things that you listen to that like changes the way you look at stuff. It's he had his mother who had cancer on his podcast and talk about being his mom and like the journey of having her child and knowing she's about to die with her son on this podcast, like for the perspective, like to
Right.
put like the perspective in his, and it's like this really like semi-serious, but like she's also like very like I think mostly satisfied with where she is and who she is, and so she's like having this super open and raw conversation. But think it's that with like the trippiest animation of all time,
Right.
and it's all the podcast episodes are like that, except that one's specifically serious. That's the one I give as like a great like no one ever hears this story,
episode,
this
this
thing.
story, yeah.
And like the rest of them, like he said, most of it's just crazy.
Trippy shit.
Most of it's trippy
I do need to
weirdness.
ask this. Has anyone asked him if he wants to hop on COD to grieve the loss of his mother?
Dude,
His mom's on COD.
you ever hear like you see a meme and the economy of words is just so perfect? That's what that reminds me of. Damn, that's crazy. You want to hop on COD and grieve? It's just one of those like
hop on COD to grieve?
it's that you ever see the meme where it's just text. It's a text based meme and it just says spider colon. No, sorry, that's the second part. Me colon. Cleans out a corner of a spider web, like fucking Swiffer's a spider web. Spider colon. Wow. And then me puts up spider web decoration for Halloween. Spider colon all caps. Wow. it's one of those. It's like it's just so you can't be one more or less letter than that for it to be perfect. It's like such a great economy of words.
I like that.
Do you want to get on COD to grieve?
You're going to use that from now on, aren't you?
Are you kidding me?
What's the other one you gotta use?
Huh?
What's the other one we gotta use too?
I don't know what kind of blankets you hang out with.
I don't know what kind of blankets
You hang out with. It's
Dude,
the
I'm
you
telling
all
you,
caps
she-
is important.
Yeah, she said it all. I'm telling you exactly that intonation. Like, I mean, dead of the night, silent room. She just shoots
I don't know
up,
what kind of
goes,
blankets you.
I
hang
don't know
out
what
with.
kind of blankets you hang out with. Boom! Like thud back in the bed.
So good.
That's awesome.
I was scared shitless.
I know. What time
Of course
was this?
you were. You
3 in the morning.
She might have been fucking with you. She might have like.
No,
been
dude.
like,
She
"Ah,
has.
you wait.
The thing that makes these great is that she has no memory of them ever happening.
You guys need like a bedside camera.
Yeah. Well,
So
that's
you've
that, like,
obviously told her about that.
I have, and I
What
told
is she?
her.
Is that a running joke with you two?
It
now?
is, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's like more where like one time she woke up and like she has a bra that has like lace that are like leaves, and she woke up and it was hanging on a chair beside her, and she gets up and she grabs it, and it's like first thing in the morning, maybe like 6 or 7 in the morning. Sorry,
He did the 6,
How
7 thing.
dare you?
I love it. I love
That
it.
was terrible.
He did the hands for the 6, 7.
You're never coming back.
First
You're
time
banned.
ever mentioned on the Shirts Off podcast, season 3, episode 42.
So
No
we never wake up that early. So I'm a light sleeper. So
Yeah.
she gets up and I'm jostled awake because she's getting up.
Yeah,
I
there's
wonder-
movement.
I just wanna make sure-
Enough has happened for you to be like,
It's
I
a
just,
water
like, my
bath.
first thought is, are you okay? Right? Like if she's going to the bathroom, if she's just coming back, if
Yeah.
she just wants something to drink, she's thirsty, whatever. She gets up and she sits like on the edge of the bed, like head kind of hung low. You know how you do when like there's
Yeah.
there's moments where you're like, damn, this has been the worst day of all time.
Yeah.
She was kind of like that, and she's hunched over,
Like
and
a
she
scene from Logan.
she picks the bra up off the chair and like starts like holding it, like looking into its eyes, basically. And she just goes, starts giggling.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck is going on right now? So I'm like, baby, and she goes, and her eyes are closed, and I'm like, fuck, she's dead asleep.
She's
right
not
now.
here.
Like, and that was I
What
was
glory
used
is
to it
about
at
to
this point.
come.
Like
So
I knew,
now you're like excited.
Yeah, I
you
was
gotta
like-
have like,
I was
ooh,
like-
what's the gold today?
I was like, what do I say to get the best amount of words? Right? And so she turns to me and I was like, are you okay? She's like, uh-huh. I was like, what are you doing? She's like, I was just cleaning off the porch. I was like, you were cleaning off the porch? She was like, oh, it was just, there's leaves everywhere. I was like, baby, I think that's your bra. And she was like, oh, would you look at that? I was like, are you going to go back to bed now? She was like, porch. Okay, yeah. And she just sat there for like another 5 minutes. Like I laid back down at that point because she had stopped talking. I was like, whatever. She sat there like that with the bra, staring at the face for like 5 minutes.
I thought she was this was gonna end with her like falling forward.
No.
I've met his girlfriend. If she ever comes back here, the first thing I'm saying, I'm walking
You
right
don't know
up
what
to
kind
her.
of blanket she hang out with?
I'm gonna walk up so aggressively too. I'll be like, I don't know about you. I don't know what blankets you hang out with, and just watch her like.
She is the love of my life. I don't think I could ever explain to you how much I love that woman. She is also one of the craziest fucking people. Like there are so
That's
many
me and his
different-
relationship.
Yeah, there are so many different quirks that like whenever we have conversations about like what would happen if we had never met each other, it's like, you know, and like she's beautiful. She's one of the most beautiful I've ever laid eyes. She's the most beautiful woman I've ever laid eyes on. People hit on her all the time. Like I mean, all the time. And so she goes, you know, like I had some guy hit on me today. I'm like, oh yeah. That's my first reaction. It's like, oh yeah. I don't get mad. I don't get upset. I'm like, oh yeah. And she goes, yeah. He was like this, that, and the third. I was like, good. Like, hey, he can have a shot. Because I guarantee you, give him 2 months max before they start thinking she's possessed by a demon and talking at night and there's some kind of creature living in their house because there's something going on betwixt the rooms and she's decorating the walls with satanic architecture and rocks and she's a witch, crystals, Wiccan, there's something wicked.
We go to Chance's house and we find out that he's actually just like the poster boy for Satan. Like he lives with Satan by accident, and he's like, "No, she's cool.
No, dude,
she's cool. She's fine. Everything's
She's
fine."
like walking through
You know
walls
she's
and
a great
shit.
cook, right? Like,
yeah, she is.
She's like doing that like creepy walk from Multiverse of Madness. That one
oh,
that-
yeah.
The,
You walk in and I'm like, hey, this is my fiance Stella. She's like, it's like demonic
Like
screeching.
Jesus Christ.
He's like,
I'm
honey.
just tired.
She's just sleepy.
Oh, honey, there's no reason to be that nice. They're just friends of mine. Like, I just like that. I hear her
Start
normally.
speaking
Everyone
in
else hears
tongues.
the
Yeah.
demonic
Every-
screeches
yeah.
of the damned.
She starts speaking, what's parcel tongue?
It's like the reverse of Will Ferrell in The Other Guys when he's like, I don't know why you're so nice to my bitch of a wife.
Yeah.
Like my ugly.
Gator don't
bitch
play
of
no
a-
shit.
Yeah, Gator don't play no. Gator's bitches better be wearing jimmies.
Mark Wahlberg,
Gator
like,
needs his gat, motherfucker.
Don't you talk to her like
yeah,
that.
that's what I was
Yeah,
thinking
Mark
about.
Wahlberg said, don't talk to her like that.
It's
Why
like
would
she
you
just
talk to her
looks
like
ugly today. Like,
Her sagging, awful tits. He just talks the
God,
most vicious shit.
she is the ugliest fucking woman. And he's like, what are you saying right now?
And
Do
then
you
and then he
understand?
finally meets her, and he's like, Jesus fucking Christ. He's like,
the most
goodbye,
beautiful
goodbye,
woman
Karen.
I've ever-
Goodbye. He gives her like 3 hugs.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
he gives her like a tight hug. He's like,
Stella.
my God.
It's Stella. Goodbye, Stella. That's her name.
yeah. What's your wife's name or fiance's name?
Stella.
Stella.
Oh,
Her name's
whoa,
Stella.
that's
Oh,
crazy.
Cool.
That's,
funny.
that's wild.
That might be Stella.
That's hilarious.
But she also has done that, like the whole demonic screeching thing. She did that one night, and I don't know about you guys. I do not. I'm white, okay, but I'm not that white. I don't fuck with the paranormal,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, no.
If someone's like, "Yo, do you want to go ghost hunting?" Kill yourself.
Yeah,
like
literally
I am not.
fuck off. He wants to do a
I
like,
do.
ghost hunting
I do.
podcast.
You
Listen,
and Stella can do
listen.
that. She
Yeah.
loves to
I
do that.
love the paranormal. I've been seeing shit lately. It's weird.
I love to
what it
observe.
means.
I love to observe the paranormal from a fisheye lens. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like I love to watch it from a distance.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like it to be on in the other room, and I watch it with a telescope and muted.
The second that shit starts affecting me, I am so fucking far away. You don't even. I told Stella. I said, "Listen, if we are ever in a haunted house, if we are ever in a situation where a murderous monster or ghost is chasing after us, and you're not running as fast as I am tripping you so that I can get away comfortably, and I don't have to run as fast." I was like, "I am not saving you in any of these situations. My ass is out of that house. I'm done." One night, I'm playing on my computer. It's
Oh,
2 a.m.
no.
Late night. Stayed up playing video games.
Ghost story. Finally,
Creighton rubbed his hands together.
400 episodes.
I'm
we finally
playing,
get a
I'm
ghost
playing on my computer, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm doing normal shit. Stella starts moving around in her sleep. She knocked something off the counter, like the bedside table, whatever. And I got up and I put it back. It was like one of her water bottles, or maybe her phone or her vape or whatever it
I
was.
thought it was gonna be like her power gym or something.
Yeah. I put all this stuff back on the counter, and I'm like, okay, cool. I sit back down in my chair. I get my headphones, like, you know, the point where you're about to put them over your ears, but they're still like, you know, you're still holding them. They're not on your head yet. I get to that point, and I hear something rustling, and I'm like, could be a cat. I have 2 cats.
Yeah.
So my first thought is cat, right? So I'm like, maybe a cat wants to get in. And then it's this time we were renting a different house, so we had to like keep the doors closed. And so I opened the door.
So excited.
No cat.
I don't know what kind of blankets you hang out with. Stella.
You know?
Sorry.
Hey, yeah, she's like right behind me. She's right behind me, isn't she? But no cat.
He's right behind
So,
you, isn't he?
where the fuck did that rustling noise come from is my first thought. I was like, okay, maybe there's something outside, possum, whatever.
Yeah.
We live in the Wild West. We're in the Carolinas, brother. There's armadillos here. And so, I'm like, fuck it, whatever. Just a weird
All
noise.
the animals.
I put my headphones back on. This time, fully encase my ears. They are noise-canceling headphones.
Oh, that's such a mistake in a horror movie.
The next thing that I hear is not my computer playing a video. It is not my game unpausing. It is the most gut-wrenching, inhuman sound I have ever heard in my entire life. And it came directly out of my fiance. When I tell you, it sounded like some shit that you would hear in The Exorcist if you played it backwards and then put it through a vocoder. Like, humans cannot make these sounds, okay? They can't. I could not describe the sound to you. It was fucking evil, is what it was.
Bro, I think you're dating a witch, bro.
As someone-
I think there's a shot.
As someone who does not fuck with the paranormal and has a sleep-talking girlfriend, my first thought was not, oh, sleep-talking girlfriend. My first thought was, what the fuck is in you right now, and do I need to run? I took my headphones off
Or do
calmly.
I need to kill her?
I'm going to stand up here to give you guys a visual. I understand that people hearing can't, but I stood up, I took my headphones off, I hung them on my computer, I walked over to my, at the time, girlfriend, now fiance, love of my life. Trust me, let me preface, love of my life. And I shake her awake. Okay. I shake her
What the
awake.
fuck were you dreaming about?
No.
Okay.
Not the first words out of my mouth.
Okay.
I shake her awake. She goes, huh? And I went, baby. She goes, I was like, wake up. Wake the fuck up right now. I said, wake up right now. And she was like, what? I was like, no. You're half asleep, Stella. I need fully awake Stella right now. I need you to be conscious. I was like, do you understand what is coming out of my mouth right now? Can you repeat what I'm saying? She was, yeah, I hear you. I'm conscious. What's up? Never do that shit again. She goes, what is happening right now? I was like, I don't want to talk about it. But if it ever happens again, I am burning this house down with everything you love inside it. I do not...
Including myself.
I cannot stress enough that if something paranormal happens, I am the first one to leave. Okay? I don't need a second sign, right? All I need is a flickering light and a sound in another room. My ass is on the road.
You're not that guy from the horror movie that's like, let's see what it was.
We should split up and search for clues. You should kill yourself, Fred. I'm going back to my house.
We're
to watch
all
fucking-
walking to my car together, then you can go back in the house.
I'm going back to my house to watch reruns of Friends while I eat fucking popcorn.
With a gun in my lap.
Okay, but this goes to show how much I love this woman. Was that she woke up and I did say that. I was very upset at first, but I calmly explained to her later what had happened, and she giggled the entire fucking time of telling her. My heart was in my asshole. Like, I mean, it had dropped out of me and come out. And she's like, that's so funny. I'm like, no, it's not funny. It's not funny at all. If you ever do that again, I'm leaving. You will not know where I am in the morning.
Is she a witch?
No.
I mean,
but-
you don't have to say it.
No, she's not. But she did fucking try and I don't know if it worked or not. But when we were first talking, we were in our talking stage, and we used to work together. She used to sit in my car after work with the heat on when it was cold. And so she would just take my keys and go turn on my car and turn on the heat, right? And so I'd find her in the parking lot in my car. And this is when
I don't
we
know
were,
where this is going.
Well, no,
but I'm
this
so
is-
excited.
No, this is when we were just like first becoming friends,
Right.
Or not becoming friends, but we were friends and we're like starting to become more than friends.
Yeah. You were looking at each other all,
And I would just come and we would talk about work or something after work. We'd sit in the car for like 20, 30 minutes, have a conversation, and then I would go home, right? And
Yeah.
she would stay and she would go home a minute later. But I noticed something in my car one day, right? Like I was driving around somewhere, be it Myrtle Beach or like I was going to Wilmington or something else, and something like falls and makes a noise in my car, and I was like, what the fuck was that? So I look in the floorboard of my car, it's a fucking crystal in my car. There's a crystal. There's a crystal.
This
Okay?
woman
Stop
cursed.
dating her.
This one put like a love hoax on you. Or was it not hoax? Love
Hex.
Charm.
hex.
A hex,
Yeah,
a charm.
charm.
I do like crystals. I have a couple
See?
of crystals, right?
Okay.
I like them. They're pretty. I like the the whole like thing they represent. I have prayer beads on, right? Each of these are a different crystal that represents a different emotion and a different like way of doing things in my life.
Yeah.
The weight of each set of prayer beads reminds me to be that thing every day. That's how I think of it. Okay? This bitch was putting spells on my car. Like, she was hiding rocks in my car to get me to fall in love with her.
No, she
And
was not.
I swear
For
to God.
real?
I swear to God, and she will proudly explain that to you. You can
She's
ask
like,
her.
yep, bitch fell for it.
I
So
can
did
call
it
Talking
work?
about chance.
I guess so. We're getting married. But
So she's a witch.
I could call her. I could call her right now and say, "Hey, baby, did you put spells on me when we first got together?" And she'd be like, "Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, but like, it's not that big a deal."
That's such a fun side.
We are
effect.
happy. I only demonically screech every once in a while.
It's only ever happened once because I told her if it happened again, I was fucking out.
I think she did it on purpose.
Yeah,
she was doing some kind
She
of
was
weird.
testing boundaries.
Witchy stuff.
You don't understand. The noise cannot be replicated by a human.
That's what I'm saying. She
Have
was
you
doing
ever-
some weird witchy shit, walking in dreams, visiting porches.
I think she got too close to touching the door of purgatory and something else came out. That's all I'm saying.
That's
right?
what I'm
Like,
saying.
Have
She
you-
cracked the door open.
Did you ever play The Last of Us?
I
the video
did,
games?
yes.
Both of them?
Yes.
So in the making of The Last of Us, Part 1 and Part 2, they're called Grounded. There's a documentary for each one. And during these, they show you the voice actors who are
Doing
responsible
the noises for the
doing
clickers
the
and
noises
shit.
for the
Clickers?
clickers.
Oh.
And they say, like, there's like two of these guys that exist that can
In the
do
world.
these things
Yeah.
with their face. Like the noises these guys are able to like put out are so like, look at the shape of, like, they say it in so many words of like, see him? It's because that. It's like, it's not, we can't, none of the three of us can make
I
those noises.
consider myself a voice actor.
Yeah.
I can get close.
Yeah.
I can do the Fiddlesticks voice from League of Legends. That's about as good as it
Yeah.
gets. I can maybe do some like.
Yeah.
Like,
I have
but-
to like do it for a minute to start to be able to do
But
it.
to do that, like,
Like they click
Like
into
that-
Yeah.
I can't. I
Like that shit. Like,
sound
right
like-
there, I'm already like, it
you sound like
hurts.
my grandma when she needs life alert. Like,
Exactly.
that's-
Exactly. Yeah. It's like,
But
do
you're
it
right. Those
so
guys are in a
loud.
different league.
It's crazy. And then the like,
They gotta lube their shit up before they start.
yeah, like the guttural part, the like they're able to make it go like, but in that noise that we can't do.
Yeah.
It's so fucking, I don't know.
Ritz
It's nuts.
does that noise sometimes that freaks us
When
out.
she hiccups.
the goose noise.
The little fucking pterodactyl
Where
screech.
she goes,
Yeah, that's yes. That almost achieves the sound.
the first time she ever did that, I almost swung on her. By the way,
You're like, no, not Stella.
Yeah, he's like, she's taking over others now.
I have so much PTSD that she was standing like right behind me. It was the first time I.
You're
ever
the
came.
person that keeps reacting to it the most too. It's I now that you say it, it's like so
It's
many like
PTSD for
so
her.
many things have made sense all of
Yeah.
a sudden. Of everybody that I know has been around her long enough now that she's been coming here for the tournaments and shit. I'm like, how is Chance still this like activated when she does it? And I'm like, oh, it's because
I'm
he
telling
doesn't
you,
fuck
my
with
first
this.
instinct is fight.
Yeah.
Like I hear because I mean I love Ritz. I love hanging out with Ritz, playing ping pong with Ritz, playing games, whatever it is, playing Guitar Hero. She's
Yeah,
super
she's
nice for
fun.
bringing that
She's
in. the
cool.
other day.
She's cool to be around.
The first time I was ever here and I was talking to people and we're playing Smash or playing Street Fighter or whatever, and I'm like getting to know people. I had not known her yet. I hadn't shaken her hand yet. Right? I'm talking.
Man.
I'm talking to Aleem, and all of a sudden,
okay, I'm
I've
sorry.
been restraining myself.
Okay, real fast, just to hyper clarify this. She's been on the podcast. Anyone who's listened to all these may know what we're talking about. Anyone who doesn't, she has acid reflux. Her hiccuping is a very high pitched, like
It sounds like a
eagle
goose.
screech,
Yeah,
goose noise. It's like
I call it the goose noise.
yeah, it's very loud, very out of nowhere, and it projects.
It's a very Ritz thing.
It's a very
It's a unique thing to her.
yes. So carry on.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So anyway,
context had to be
I'm
established.
literally about to like shake hands with Aleem because like I had a conversation with him and
You
I was
lose
like,
the
well, it's
moment.
nice to meet you, right?
Yeah.
And I go in and I'm telling you, it goes like this, and the second that clap hits, something died behind me and was eviscerated into 1,000 pieces. And my first, like, you can ask Aleem, I pulled away from him, like, quick as fuck.
Thought you killed him.
Aleem, like, I'm shaking his hand, and I hear that, and I went, like,
Ready to
I was
fight.
ready to fucking elbow, because she's like 2 feet from me sitting in a chair.
Yeah, yeah.
And I literally said, are you good? Like, I went, are you
Yeah,
good?
he
She was like,
very
oh,
worried.
yeah.
I remember this.
She was like, oh, yeah, I just do that. I was like,
Not
okay.
unacceptable. Don't do it again.
Sure. Because, like, I had just met her. I was not going to tell her that. Like,
You should have
I
done the
wasn't
same
gonna
thing you told Stella. If you ever do that
Yeah,
again,
yeah.
I will burn,
Wake the fuck up!
I will burn this place down with
But
everything you love inside.
Now that I have gotten to know Ritz more, I have told her more and more that every time that happens, it activates my fight or flight reflex like instantly. And so every time she does it, I do it back now just to like dwell. So she goes, and I go, ah!
Every time she goes to the bathroom, you're like, my turn.
You're waiting
my
outside the
bathroom.
door, like you piss all over the seat.
Yeah, exactly.
Marked my fucking territory.
Exactly. That's what the screech is.
But no,
You
like,
You
screech
screech,
it
son.
once.
Time to re-screech.
match that pussy. Like,
You see her beating somebody with Kirby, you like come in.
You come in and play Kirby every time. I'm gonna tell her if she can, like, to drink a root beer before she ever has to play you if you're in the bracket with her, as like to like throw you off in the middle of the match. She
I'm
just
telling you, no, it's like
it's like ah, and then she kicks you off the stage. It'll be so
it's
funny.
second nature to me now to scream back. Like I don't even think about it. It's like a subconscious. Yeah, she goes, and I go, ah. Or I'll do the same thing. I'll go, like I do that. Back.
Yeah, the attempt at the sound
Yeah.
she does is a weird.
We should all
wild
start
sound.
doing that to her whenever she does it, and then that way we'll just bully her out of this hiccup.
We also, if we end up doing that though, we do have to tell her exactly why we're doing it, and we have to tell her the Stella story that it gives me
Proceeded.
PTSD.
Oh yeah.
I started
Because like I feel like if we just all started doing that, she'd be like, "Why the fuck are they bullying me?" Like,
Because we love you.
I bully her. Yeah, exactly. I'm just like
yeah, she knows.
Stop it.
Yeah.
I just tell her to stop. I literally go, "That's enough of that," and she's like, "I'm sorry."
You're like
I'm
Michael
"No, you
Jordan
aren't."
in that PSA. You're like, quit.
Stop.
It.
Yeah,
Stop that.
stop that.
Hi, I'm Michael Jordan. Stop it.
Get some help.
Get some help.
Yeah.
That's, you know what another one of my favorite ads is the the LeBron James ad for the I think it was a phone, maybe it was a Verizon ad, something like that. But he's like, it's like 8 different LeBron James at the pool.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about? That?
Yeah, vaguely. It's been a minute since. I've
Oh
seen
my
it.
god, it was like 2008 peak Cavaliers LeBron in this ad, dude. And he's like, there's one old LeBron sitting in a chair. There's one kid LeBron that's
Yeah.
like, there's like a little tiny kid LeBron that's like, Daddy, watch me
like
jump
a
in the
family
pool.
plan thing.
And then there's one like office LeBron that's like walking around on the phone with a briefcase in his hand, and he's got like the 80s fro, and there's this like 80s track in the back going like, wow, wow, wow. It's like this is like old, like almost like detective track in the back, and he's like, "Man, I'm gonna have to talk to you later." And he walks up to like the diving board, and someone goes, "Jump, jump!" And the old LeBron is in the chair, like on the side. He goes, "He ain't gonna do it. Get his hair wet. He ain't doing that." And LeBron, who's like on the phone, goes, "Hold on a minute, I'm gonna have to call you back." And he like hangs it up, and he gets onto the diving board and does like a perfect 8-flip dive in, and like there's the. Like as he hits the
That was
water.
excellent. How dare your timing be so good at that sound?
He told you he's a voice actor.
I know, still.
Yeah, he killed that.
I do impressions, bro. That's what I do for a living. I do it on the side. I don't do it for a living. I wait tables. Let me not lie. I do wait tables for a living. But I do great impressions, and I do voice acting for online shows. It's very fun. I do recommend if you ever have, 8 years without friends to kill, just stare in the mirror. Stare in the mirror and talk to yourself until you find something fun.
What shows?
So I did a couple of online shows for like the Fate Stay Night community, or like the Fate web community, the guild community. Voiced a couple characters for that. Those web shows. I also did some stuff for commercials, things like that were just like small online banner ads or pop-up ads, things like that.
Dude, did you do an ad read for Shirts Off? Like right now? Off the cuff?
What do you, so like, okay, let's see, all-encompassing in terms of...
Like just for this episode?
For this episode?
Yeah.
What kind of intonation do you want for this? This is my question. Right, like if you
Like
want
a,
an
like
ad
a
read-
60s ad agency.
Yeah, there you
like,
go.
Like the
Like
guy
Mad
who's...
Men.
like Mad Men style.
like transatlantic.
yes.
The transatlantic.
Yeah,
ad.
that's perfect.
That would be so good.
Ladies and gentlemen, get it while it's hot. Shirts Off comes to you, brand new, live. We've got a new episode featuring our guest, a winner of a Smash tournament, perhaps, an interesting man, perhaps, but guaranteed to entertain your night for as long as you want, completely free of charge. This week, listen to Shirts Off, and hopefully they'll keep their shirts on.
Oh,
That was good. That was good.
bravo. Excellent. That was so good.
That's about the only useful thing I have. That's it. And I tell my fiance that all the time. I'm like, dude, I'm funny. That's all I got going for me. I'm like, I got that. And she's like, no, you're beautiful. I'm like, dude, you were like a 12 out of 10. You're gorgeous. Everyone's gonna want to hit on you. What the fuck am I supposed to walk up and do? Boy, if you don't get your ass like, bro. And also, I'm skinny. And I was talking about one of my friends that's a lot bigger than me. He works with me. He goes like, dude, I would do anything to have your metabolism. I eat 3,000 calories a day. I don't gain any weight. And so I was talking to him, and he was like, dude, I do anything. I was like, I would trade your metabolism. I would trade it right now just to put on pounds to work. Like, I would just put on pounds. I would do that. He goes, dude, you got it easy. I was like, motherfucker, how do you look intimidating at someone in a bar when they step to your girl when you look like me? I'm a fucking 6 foot tall stick man. I'm gonna walk in like a stick man on him. Brother, my best friend is 9mm. That's the only thing I got going. You know, I couldn't threaten a guy into walking away. I'm just gonna have to pull a gun out when he swings on me.
I understand that.
Nah, yeah.
I was like 28 before I broke 170.
Yeah, I'm 135 at 6 foot, dude. It's crazy.
I didn't get big until like after I did landscaping. After I did landscaping and came off of that, my metabolism just...
I could go to the bar, drink like, I want to say like 5 or 6 beers, go piss 5 times in 20 minutes, sober. Stone cold. It's
You
so
sound like
fucked.
Cap whenever you say Whenever you were like, Stella was telling you earlier about like some guy hit on me, and you're like, yeah, it made me think of Dennis from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. And he's like, yeah,
Yeah? Wow, that's great!
here's a hot one today. Yeah.
The activation he has of his like crazy side.
Oh, it's so...
what's his name? The actual
Glenn,
Glenn
something.
Fuck.
Murakami.
That guy. One, you know he's a Juilliard trained.
Yeah, no.
So,
All three of them. They
Yeah.
all went to school together.
Yeah, it's unbelievable that one, they are all as close as they are and have done a show for 20 years.
Glenn Close.
It's not as, nope, that's the woman from Knives Out 3. Did you know that? You didn't know that?
I did.
You didn't know that.
In my head, when I first saw her, I thought Meryl Streep. And then I saw Glenn Close, and I was like, oh, Glenn Close, the other one.
Could be a bit of a jump, but I don't know. I'll give it to him. I don't know.
Anyway, his activation, his ability to get in and out of that guy so often. Because it's one thing in a movie to like get into the headspace of a character and do it, and you do it for a couple months, and then you're done with that movie
been
forever.
doing it for like 20
He's doing it
years.
for 20 years. 20 years he's able to just phase in and out of this fucking menace. Dennis is a crazy character, and his ability to like grab that and do that whenever. Yeah? Really? Yeah?
You haven't thought about the smell, you bitch!
I think that's one thing for me when I was doing acting in high school and in college was the one thing that I was always complimented on was how quickly I could get into character. And it was one of my favorite fucking things ever to do to like newer people that were getting into acting. Was like I would have a full-fledged conversation with them while a scene was going on stage during like a performance or something on like, and I would have a full-on conversation and I would walk backwards while having the conversation and then I would do this and like wipe my face away and immediately step out on a stage and do that thing. It's so fun to become two people, but that's also what happens when you, again, have 8 years alone and you talk to yourself in the mirror and have full-fledged conversations between different characters that you've created.
Yeah.
No, I'm not crazy.
I didn't say you were.
You looked like it.
We were all thinking the same thing.
He thought about it. He
Yeah.
thought about it.
That you're perfectly sane. That you're okay.
Don't say it. I know what that
You know
is.
what that quote's from?
I know what that quote's from. Scene Anders. That was a Scene
There
Anders
you
quote.
go.
Well, not literally. It was from a video Scene Anders put out. It was from one.
That was, you know, Scene Anders was my first ever subscription on YouTube.
Really? I love that guy. I love him and all the things that he does. I mean, I'm glad he like has come back and like put out like limited, like very. It's way
Yeah.
more widespread
Exactly.
than it was.
Yeah.
And I like that he's very upfront about why and all.
I
It's
think-
super.
Ironically, one of the first things that ever got me into doing impressions and doing videos was that video of Gassy Mexican doing the Morgan Freeman voice during The Hunted
I can
or The Hidden.
I can smell you. I'm creeping around right now. You just can't see me.
He got
Where are you?
so close to the phone to do that impression.
Yeah, you're probably gonna be able to smell my breath in that recording.
People are taking their headphones off right now. Like, oh.
His Heath Ledger impression, Gassy Mexicans, in that video is one of the best to this day that I've ever heard anyone do.
You see my father.
They definitely can't hear that.
No, I'm way too quiet over here. That's fine though. It's
I
not
like-
a
My
good one.
father was a drinker.
See, my father played Street Fighter.
What was his that he said?
I like the one where like he has Batman captured and he's like, I got a Pokemon Batman.
You know what I'm going to do to that thing, Batman?
No, Joker. You can't do that, Joker.
There's no laws against the Pokemon, Batman. I can do whatever I want to that thing. You know what I'm going to do to that thing.
It's so good.
I literally said that earlier today.
I'm like high with.
You give me like
jokes.
Papa Meat vibes.
I
'Cause
love
you know how he does
I
like
love,
voices and stuff.
dude, I love Hunter so much.
Oh, he's so great.
What is this? I don't know this.
Meat Canyon?
Papa Meat Canyon, the guy that does the crazy ass. He literally did the fucking animation with the. You got a tight little man pussy on you, don't you?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
he
about
says-
this.
What?
Wild
You've
shit.
never seen that?
I've never seen or heard of this thing.
He's
you're talking
also
about.
got a parody of that Post Malone song where he's like, I had some help. And it's so funny because he doesn't know the words. So he's like, I had some help. Na, 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 na. I
just-
can't get off that shit. Or something like that. I don't know. It's hilarious. He does, and then he has a video
It
where
was hilarious watching you attempt all that and look at me like I'm doing it right. I'm
Just
doing a good job.
imagine, right? Just imagine an animator that has a fucked up sense of humor, and
Yes.
every single person he draws looks like a dried up ball sack.
Yes.
Like that's what.
Okay.
And
Like,
it's funny as fuck.
like Gumball animation, but like instead of like playing around with the CG aspect of it, it's all 2D.
He did an animation. You know who Pirate Software is?
Not immediately.
So Pirate Software was big on YouTube recently for like a scandal. He was in like a World of Warcraft guild with a bunch of other content creators. He always acts like he knows everything.
Okay.
Every single time you talk to him, he's like, I worked at Blizzard for 7 years. I was a game designer for 20 years. I did this, did that.
He's like a look at all my accolades guy.
It's like the Tom Segura joke with
First of all,
what's
his dad
name?
was one of the 3 founders of Blizzard.
Okay.
That's why he worked at Blizzard.
Yeah.
Yes.
He also didn't really do game design. He did security. He's like, I hacked power plants for the Pentagon. Not really. He was sanctioned by a company that worked for the state to do cybersecurity, and he just did the calling and hacking and getting credentials from like people giving them up and shit. Anyway, he he has a video of this guy Pirate Software becoming Ouroboros. Like, you know Ouroboros.
Yeah.
Right? That his greed consuming him, and like every time he did not admit fault, his legs would go further back and like snap further back, and he would go, ah, and he'd be like, please, you have time, just admit you were wrong. And he was like, they're sorely mistaken, and like his feet like go into his mouth and he starts eating himself. Yeah, that's the kind of animations he does.
It's so funny. There's one where he's got fucking God, what's his name?
It is wild.
The baby.
Oh,
And,
yeah,
he goes,
yeah,
"I pulled
yeah.
up," and everybody, like, the baby starts biting people, and they turn into the baby.
They turn into baby.
It's like the
Everything
baby
turns into
zombie
the baby.
apocalypse.
Bad boy, baby, do a leap and make a dance when it come on.
It's
This is like when I see what's the game show that you see on TikTok and Instagram? It's like all comedians. It's like
Whose
a
line
new-
is it anyway?
Yes, but it's like a new version where it's like a dude with a beard and glasses, and he says, "Now you do this, and you say this," and they
I
sit
don't
at a
know.
little podium.
I've never seen that.
It's
It seems like it'd be
hilarious.
right up my fucking alley.
Ben Schwartz was on it recently.
I love Whose Line Is It Anyway?
I do too. They do live shows still, like
I know
city
they
to
do,
city.
yeah.
I want to go see it so bad because it's still Colin's like the main one that still does it.
Colin, Ryan, Wayne. Wayne still does it every now and then too. He does a
Occasionally,
lot
he's
of
not
comedy
part of
stuff.
like the main line
No.
anymore.
But like,
it's like
that,
Ryan
that
and
OG
Colin,
lineup of Wayne, Colin, and Ryan.
and then always a fourth whoever.
Always the
fuck.
random fourth, and then fucking I almost said Jim Carrey.
Drew Carey.
Drew Carey. Thank
Yeah.
you. Drew Carey on the fucking stand. Bro,
One of the
some of the
greatest-
funniest shit I've ever
Drew Carey on the stand is
The
top
episode
tier.
with Robin Williams is one of the most top tier peak episodes of television. Any of the time that they did the the hoedown,
Yeah.
it's all of them. It's their least favorite part of the show. They
I know.
all hate
They all
it.
try and ruin it.
They all try to
Ryan
make it bad.
specifically tries to ruin it as hard as he can.
As hard as he can. He wants
There's
it to get
bloopers of them cussing just so that they don't have
just
to
so
put
it
it in the
gets
show.
bleeped out. Like, it's all the producers want. The producers wanted it. No one else wanted it. None of the guys wanted it. Even though Wayne and Colin were really good at it, they never wanted to do it. It's their least favorite part.
Whenever I dissociate, the fucking that
Yeah.
starts going through my head whenever I'm like
Dun, 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 dun,
like
dun,
dead
dun,
in my
dun,
chair.
dun, dun.
It's just
Me
like
and
in
Creighton
my head.
sitting in the reader's note tonight. We did a podcast with our friend Chance. He's a fright or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
It's that. That's what
Yeah.
the hoedown. And Ryan, I've never seen a guy
Hate it so
visually more
So
upset.
angry.
He would just. He would just be like that, just so deadpan. And if they, you know how it's always 3, not 4 people that get to do it. Whoever the 4th one is over in the chair or whatever, you could just see they're just like, fuck you 3 idiots. Not that I don't have to do it. And there's like the victory of the episode was not having to do the hoedown. It was like that was the punishment.
Welcome to
was the
Whose
hoedown.
Line Is It Anyway, where the points are made up and scores don't matter.
So good.
That's what they open every show with.
It's so good. Drew Carey, he's so skinny now. Have you seen him
He
now?
is. Yeah, he's lost a lot of weight. You
Oh,
know
is
who
that-
else has lost a lot of weight?
Jelly Roll.
The Rock.
And The Rock
Yeah, The
for a
Rock.
movie he's doing.
The
He
fucking-
didn't know. We
no,
should-
he already
I
did
thought
the
it was
movie.
AI.
It was
We had
the
to show
what
a
is
picture
the
of it.
something machine? Or
Smash it's a new
Smashing
movie.
Machine.
It's a new movie.
Yeah.
Smashing Machine, he's huge. He's like the biggest he's ever been in that movie. He really pulled some like Christian Bale shit, going from like but
Is
in
he
the
good in
reverse.
Smash? Did you see it yet?
I haven't seen it yet.
I've heard it was great.
I heard.
I've
Christopher
also heard
Nolan
that.
said it's the best acting performance of the year so far.
Oh, because
By Dwayne Johnson.
I don't know why my mind immediately went to Christian Bale. I was like, why?
No.
Why would
Because I just
Christian
said his
Bale
name.
care? Yeah.
Chris Nolan, Christopher Nolan,
Yeah.
you know, of Inception,
The Nolan.
the Dark Knight trilogy,
the Batman.
him, that guy, Mr. Nolan. He said it was the best acting performance of the year that he's seen, which is high praise, if you ask me. It's pretty good, high praise.
On the note,
He lost all the weight for another role where
You
he's
know what else is
playing
high
a
praise?
music producer, by the way.
Oh, is that what he
Dwayne
lost?
Johnson.
Okay, I
Apparently,
didn't know
or
that.
something of that ilk.
All right.
If a stoner comes up and compliments your shoes, would you consider that high praise?
What are you, a high geologist? Are you challenging me?
Are you challenging me, dude?
Along with doing those animation videos, Meat Canyon will also do stuff like he did a video where he went to different like department stores in malls and like built outfits, and he was like, "This is what sizes they have and like what I can wear," because he's like a big dude.
Is that comfortable?
That does not look comfortable.
Chance is laying on a very...
Oh, why did I
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I don't know anything you just said before that. I was blacked out thinking of how uncomfortable he looked.
Yeah.
It's actually not that bad.
And Scooby-Doo and the little blooper of them eating the chilies. That's what I was actually thinking about in my head.
Scooby-Doo?
I have no idea what you just talked
Did he
about.
make the one with
I apologize.
Did he make the Scooby Doo video where like
I know exactly what
You know what
you
I'm
don't even have to describe it. The one
know
where
what I'm
Scooby Doo's like an ancient like
Yes,
being
yes,
and like
yeah,
is
yeah.
rewriting the world
Yeah.
for Velma.
yeah
No, he did not make that.
That is one of the scariest videos
It's so good.
I've
Actually,
ever...
maybe
I-
he did make that.
I
gotta
hate
look it up now.
That video
it's so good
with
though,
a
right?
passion, but it's so
It's so good.
good.
It's so
I hate,
interesting.
I
Such a
hate when something
fascinating
is so
concept.
scary and like I want to know what happens. So
That's
bad.
it. That's the new It show.
It show.
Yeah,
Fuck, I gotta watch it.
yeah. It's dude. Watch the movies first, because like ironically, like as much of a prequel
No,
show
I
is,
get it.
it's
I get
not.
it. No, I get it.
Apparently,
No, I understand.
allegedly.
Then the first season
Because of
just
the
ended, right?
implication.
The first season just ended, right? Okay.
Yeah, because of the implication.
When
of the
it's been so long since Arcane 1 came out that like I need to watch the entirety of the first show again to watch the second
Will you-
show. I think.
Yeah,
I know,
it's
I know
by,
so little.
It's
now.
by a guy called Avocado Animations. It's
that
not
guy
by
just
Disney.
dropped that and was like,
Yeah,
"Yep, this is
Yep,
it."
he
Yeah.
just he pulled a somebody that I used to know on
Yep.
us. Goatee.
He
or however
probably
you
has
say
more
his
because I do recognize that.
I'll
name.
show you this image, and I can show you this.
name. No, I don't want to see it. It's,
Let
I
me
don't want
see
to see
it.
him.
Let me see it.
I don't want to see him.
Let me see. Let me see him.
Don't show me.
Where
Show
is
him.
he?
Show him, not me. I can't look at it again. It makes me uncomfortable.
There he is, Scuba.
Oh, stop
Oh
it.
yes,
Stop it.
yes. There he is, the boy himself.
I tried so hard to make the world right for you. But every time you do the same thing you always do.
Stop it.
It does have
it's
the
so
vibe.
good. You're doing it well. Stop doing
It
it.
does have the vibe of a Meat Canyon video.
Well, I mean, I think it's more horror focused, whereas Meat Canyon is more comedy based around body
Yeah.
horror,
Yeah.
perhaps. This one, straight up existential horror.
But he's also talking shit on Velma. He's like, "This is the worst iteration."
Yeah. Well, he makes like the thing is he makes light of it with comedy and then immediately follows up with like traumatizing shit.
Yeah.
Like he's like, I tried, but you won't listen. And he says it like that, and you're like, that's funny. And then he like fucking slices off her head and restarts the whole scenario.
Have you ever seen Biscoff Spread?
Yeah.
It's that they give the other guy, not the Scooby Doo, but the other guy you guys are talking about. That's what I imagine is like it's haha silly, brr, 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 haha silly for a second at the end. Like
Again,
it's,
that's
yeah,
Again.
yeah, it's that. That's like literally.
no,
the-
that's literally it. Like, because
Okay.
there's the whole like, "I'm your dancing daddy." Like, there's some
Yeah.
horrible shit that happens.
Is it
right
like?
before
Is it
that.
kind of in the same realm as like "Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared"? Or is
Don't
Hug
Let
Me,
Me,
I'm
I'm
Scared a little
Scared
more-
is
Like this
more
is
like
this is Meat Canyon.
existential.
Like this is
Oh, I've seen this
Yeah,
guy.
yeah,
this is-
Okay,
this
I've
is
seen
Meat
these.
Canyon.
Yeah, I hate these.
Yeah.
I don't like those at all.
They're all terrible.
Yeah.
He makes like the most horrific animations
yeah.
ever.
I would say that the Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared is more existential. Existential,
dread
where it's
kinda
like
shit.
this is more like Jaws meets monster movie, you know.
Okay, what do you think is one of the pieces of media that has affected you the most negatively in your life?
Oh, I saw the TV Glow for sure.
That's a good one.
I haven't seen that yet because of how terrifying it looks to me. Like,
It's-
that's the kind of shit that fucks my head up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm bad with horror.
Haunting-
like I'm good
okay.
with monsters, not horror.
For me, Haunting of Hill House. Have you ever seen it?
Yeah, it's
I've
great. I love
only
it.
seen the conclusion. I've seen the
He
the
can't
thing.
watch it. I've tried to get him to watch
I
it. 'cause
won't
I'm like,
watch-
it's so good.
I can't watch something like
had
that.
nightmares for
Yeah.
months.
I
Like,
see.
mean,
I
very-
think I'm fucked up because I was watching. I was just
it
having a
is my
great time.
favorite. Don't get me wrong. It is my favorite
I fell
piece of
asleep.
horror media
Yeah.
I have ever watched.
The scariest stuff I've ever
It
seen is my
fucked me up
favorite
forever.
stuff. Like Weapons. I just watched Weapons.
Weapons is good.
It was great.
Weapons is great.
That's the scariest thing I've ever seen in theaters.
You're a pussy, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can't handle it. I'm not. It doesn't. My brain doesn't access that thing and enjoy it. I liked Weapons because Zach Krager tells incredible stories and makes them scary. like The Last of Us, The Last of Us, but also like A Quiet Place.
Right.
Is
It's a great movie.
great story with scary moments. You know, fucking.
Dude, you don't have to raise your hand.
Well, now I'm doing it
He's-
for self-control. Like, you know.
He interrupts a lot, and there's an act of we're both trying to be better about
Yeah.
overstepping when we're speaking.
Oh, you
Thank
put
you.
the wrong guy on the podcast for that. I'll talk as long as
Well,
you
you're
want.
the
No,
guest.
you're fine. You're the guest.
You're the guest.
Yeah.
We'll let you keep going.
Yeah. Terrifier. Didn't like how that made me feel either.
Dude, Terrifier is so fucking funny when you just let go. Like, if you watch...
You let go.
Hear me out, hear me out. If you,
Are you sure your girlfriend's the one that's fucked?
if you stop treating Terrifier like a horror movie and start treating it like a comedy movie, one of the funniest fucking things I've ever
Well,
watched in my
so
entire life.
okay, you say that, right? For me, weapons, because I've seen it once. Now it's only funny. That's like how my brain works on these things. Because if you watch Weapons and know every single scary beat, it's a comedy. Most of those movies, most of the scariest movies are fun, except for a few. Like The Ring is never funny. The Ring
Shining.
is just dreadful.
The Shining is also dreadful.
Or The
yeah.
Shining, dreadful. There's a lot of the movies that like they're scary to be
The
scary.
Mist. Oh.
That's a rough one.
That's a
Dude,
rough
that
movie.
ending, one of the worst endings
That's
I've
one
ever
of the
seen.
most brutal, gruesome
Awful.
endings of all.
Awful.
Don't like it. Don't like it.
That
at
was
all.
like one of the most like stomach filling with dread endings.
That
but anyway-
ending made me depressed.
The
as,
ending
like, a
of, or the
10-year-old.
beginning rather, of 28 Weeks Later.
28 Weeks Later is a fucking sick movie.
Great. All three of them so far are excellent films.
Such good
But the
movies.
beginning of the middle one, the beginning of 28
fucked
Weeks,
up.
is the most fucked up,
Fucked up.
scariest of all the
Fucked up,
starts.
fucked up.
No, and it's not even like, it's not even close.
On
It's
today's
like,
episode of How Fucked Up is Fucked Up.
this
that's
is fucked
fucked
up. That's fucked up. That
But
was
no, for
fucked
like
up.
for Terrifier, right? Like the first time I ever watched Terrifier 2, I was in the basement of my buddy's house in Pittsburgh for New Year's. I go up there every year for New Year's. He'll come down here. So every other year we swap, right? I was up there. It was me, Stella, him, his sister, and his sister's boyfriend. We're all sitting in this big ass basement. He's got a big old TV, Christmas trees next to us. Like we're just hanging out. She's like, I really want to watch Terrifier 2. And we were like, it's a gruesome movie. Like, She's like, no, I want to watch it. We were like, all right, fine. We finally gave her the control to watch Terrifier 2. We laughed all night at how ridiculous this fucking movie is.
It's-
I'm telling you, the shit that happens. Listen, spoiler warning for those who don't want Terrifier 2 spoiled for them. There's a point where he murders a girl like in her bed and like skins her alive and like just like tears her limb from limb and like there's blood literally all over the room. There's not an inch of the room not covered in blood. And someone comes in, like her mom comes in, and the girl like gets up off the bed and she's still alive somehow. She like gets up off the bed, like her eyeballs hanging out. She's like,
And you
there's,
just lost
first of all, there is no way you're living through all of that. Second of all, there's no way you've got the energy to get up and at like that. Like, oh my god, when you start treating it like a comedy.
Well, it's definitely, it's like, so, Nosferatu.
You must
Great.
bounce on it crazy style.
Great movie. Good, like, outside
movie.
of horror,
Great movie.
incredible story.
Freaky as fuck.
Had to watch it. I saw that movie with Ritz in theaters. No one else is in the room.
Did I go? Did we go to
No.
that again?
Me and Ritz went and saw the
There
movie.
had to be some weird tension in that
In the
room,
middle
dude.
of the day,
Freaky
there's
fucking movie.
no one there. And well, here's how we fixed it. I can't handle scary shit. I told her, I said, do you care if I talk during this movie? She said, no, I'm a bitch. I hate scary movies too. We both just really wanted to watch the story of Nosferatu. Because we like, one day sitting in here, we started figuring out what the story of Nosferatu really was. And it was like the answer to Dracula before the rights were accepted,
Right,
you know?
yeah.
And so we were like, oh, fuck, this sounds awesome. So we want to see the story, but we're both terrible with horror. So we just talked shit to the movie when it got scary in the theater because there's no one to worry about like offending. So anytime it got scary, I was like, dumbass, Nosferatu, idiot, loser, bitch ass, scary. Oh, Dark Forest. Fuck you and your Dark Forest. So it became a joke more than like scary.
Right.
Because anytime the like noise got scary or dreadful, we would just talk shit. And it was like, oh, this is, and it's Terrifier 3. When you're in a room full of people laughing, it can't be scary.
No.
It was scary to watch Weapons in a theater full of people because no one wants to break the tension.
Tension, right.
Because people want the tension.
But I'm telling you, dude, watch Terrifier as a comedy. movie.
Exact, and I think
You will have a great
It
time.
just gives me a headache.
the only time I've ever
every
watched
time-
the only
do you
time I've
mean?
ever watched the original Halloween was at one of his like Halloween parties on a sheet at night in a field with a fire going. There's 20 people. We were just like, wow, that's ridiculous. Like, it was just silly.
Yeah, we were just
It's like
talking.
a silly
group
movie.
thing.
Yeah, it's not
And that's
scary.
exactly what we did with Terrifier. I swear to God, get a call of Discord friends, like screen share it. You will have the night of your
It's
life.
not even that like it's scary. It's just like I don't know. It's just something about it. Like the energy of it just gives me like a headache. and,
Well,
like,
there's
you
so
know,
much happening
It's
in
like
that movie
riding in
all
a
the
long
time.
car
Well,
ride and
to
you're
go
not
all the way to
driver.
the beginning of the podcast, when we talk about like having to be activated for a certain kind of cinema,
Right.
If I get activated in the wrong way for horror and I'm like in the world and immersed, it's like, oh, now I'm its bitch. Now I
Yeah.
get to be the most scared
Now
I can
you get
be.
to fucking cover your eyes
and be terrified. Like weapons in a theater where I don't want to ruin anybody's night. Like when I tell you, like shirt,
Oh, I looked over.
shirt
His
up,
whole shirt was over his
fingers in my ears. Like I'm looking. I had a hat on, so like I'm looking through like a visor.
You look like the fucking hash slinging slasher.
Yeah.
outside.
I was like hiding
He
behind
did.
my shirt.
I looked over and I was like, "Where's Charlie?" This is
The
just his
scene in
clothes.
Weapons when for like 4 minutes straight, the scene when Josh Brolin is running through his dream state is the most afraid of anything I've ever been, except for when Julia Garner, spoiler alert, falls asleep in her car looking at the little boy's house,
God.
and the fucking girl, bro,
Yeah.
the most afraid.
That's a great scene.
I looked at my Fitbit. My heart rate was at 180 beats a minute. I was like running a marathon watching that scene, sitting still.
It's so
Jared,
terrifying.
it's
when
the
she
most
walks-
it's the
she
scariest
walks
scene in
up
the
to
film.
the window and then walks around, and then you hear the car door open, and she's just asleep.
You see her holding scissors. It is the most tense I've ever felt in my life. I've never been more afraid of anything in my life than that scene.
Charlie,
And I was surrounded by loved ones. I had friends with me. There's an audience full of people. I had a gun in my pocket, probably. I was probably the safest I could be in the moment. I was never more scared of anything in my life.
How much do you like money, Charlie?
Wow, I'm
like
not
money?
watching it. Well, how much are you paying me to watch what?
Oh, you're not watching anything.
Oh, okay.
I would pay you $1,000 to sit in a dark room and play a horror game all the way through. To play like Outlast all the way through.
So like, okay, here's my thing, right? I don't know. I played The Last of Us, which those games are like, they're scary,
Yeah,
but
in those games, you have a way to fight back.
and there's like, it's a story that
There's
I'm
a
into
strategy,
enough to deal
there's
with
a-
it.
Yeah, and there's humans. In Outlast, you were surrounded by mental patients that are superhuman. And by the way, your camera has a battery life on it, pal. You gotta be quick. That game is one of the worst games, like in terms of horror games. Outlast 2, scariest game I've ever played in my entire
I
life.
can't
horror
do that
games-
stuff. I can't do that. I can't put myself through that. Like you said, The Last of Us, one, it's a movie more than it's a scary
I would
trying to make you
pay
scared.
to watch that shit.
horror games.
I've watched it. It's like I watched like Markiplier or
Right.
like Nick
Well, it's
Merckx.
different when you've got someone else commentating their experience of it.
Yeah.
But when you're alone, no one else is saying anything, and all you have is you in the game, dude.
Horror games don't really bother me like that because I mean, like
You
a
say
scare-
that. You haven't played Outlast
I
in
know,
the
but
room by
I've played
yourself.
other horror games like by myself, and like I think it gives me more comfort that I'm in control. Like that fucking scene that you're talking about, the camera just stops and you can't see what the fuck's going on.
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah,
you
yeah,
just
yeah.
hear like the car door open and the scissors lean in. I can't turn my head
Which,
to look.
by the way, outside of this conversation we're having at the moment, one of the greatest bait switch moments of modern film
I said
is
it first
done.
thing. I said that's a
And
wonderful scene.
The chapter
Yeah.
just ends.
Yes, the chapter ends. Like, and it's the first chapter.
Yeah.
That's the craziest part.
Yeah.
Is they really
And
like
you're like, what in
wait,
the
there's
fuck?
chapters? Like, there's so many things go through your head in that
You're like,
moment.
what? You're like, what in the fuck is going on?
That's how I was with the movie The Hateful Eight.
Oh, what a
Such
I
a
haven't
good-
seen it.
maybe the most
You
underrated,
need to watch that fucking movie.
most underrated Tarantino film.
Yeah.
It's my favorite Tarantino film.
One of the best hidden cameos that you don't realize is even on the way. When the
You want to talk about people being in the fucking like back to what we
bro,
said earlier?
backdoor
People
characters
that
of a
don't
film, you're like,
expect.
what? How did this
Why
guy
are you
even get in the
here?
same room as Quentin Tarantino to have this part in this movie?
Yeah.
One of the greatest moments. That movie is excellent.
Well, I
Graydon.
tell you what, Joe.
You can't do too much.
I fucking love him in that movie, dude. I love him so much. Might be my favorite character he's played, other than the Ghoul in the Fallout series.
Yes.
I
tell
know
you
exactly
what.
who you're talking
Yeah,
about.
Walton Goggins is one of the main characters.
I
that
love
played.
Walton Goggins.
Him and I don't want to say too much because if you haven't seen it, it's
I love
one of the
Walton
better.
Goggins.
It's one of the better like pseudo like
movies.
mystery Quentin
Have you
Tarantino
watched
movies.
Fallout?
Not yet.
You need to. It's a great.
Yeah,
series.
it's
I
so
want to.
good.
I've heard it's unbelievable.
Me and Caitlin, I got to get her to watch the first season, but like second season is about, I think, dropping tomorrow or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, like they were like, fuck it, we're dropping it tomorrow. So like, I got a lot.
One thing I like about Amazon and Netflix is when they finally announce something, it's coming. It's about to be here. It's not like they're not like, here's
Yeah,
a trailer,
it is.
get blueballed for 7 months. Like they're like, here's a trailer. By the way, it'll be out on Tuesday. Like they put it out like a week ahead of time, if that.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom.
Okay, that might be a good natural.
Yeah,
We're at 2 hours.
We can wrap if you want to.
Do you want to wrap? Okay,
I don't
we
give
can
a
wrap.
fuck. We can keep going if you want to.
What kind of gifts do we have?
Well, I've got these headphones and this rubber band.
Oh, should I end the episode with this too? Should I do this?
Yeah, you know.
No, don't.
He's already put
I
you
don't
in
want
there.
to go. No, stop. You guys are terrible. This is me the rest of the podcast.
Anyways, Chance, is there anything you want to plug real quick?
I'll plug my Twitch. My Twitch is twitch.tv/Dextriad with an underscore at the end of it. I know I go by Fahrenheit here. That's what I go by for like FGC. That's my tag. But my gaming tag,
He already did.
DEXTRIAD. The reason I have Dextriad is actually due to Black Ops. When I was playing back in the day, I used to only use snipers. As a funny story for my plug for my channel, I used to only use snipers, and whenever I would hit a good shot, my friends in the call with me would say, "Nice shooting, Tex," like the movie. They'd say, "Nice shooting, Tex." And so we had one dumbass in our game chat one time. They said, "Nice shooting, Tex," when I hit a nice shot, right? The dude follows this up by going, "Yeah, nice shooting, Dex." Okay, we were like, "No, dude, the quote is like Tex." And we tried to tell him, we were like, "No, the quote is Tex. Like, have you ever seen this movie, blah, blah, blah." He goes, "Nah, it's Dex. Nice shooting, Dex." And he was just being dense at this point, intentionally. So like, whatever, fucking ignore him. We were playing on Nuketown, so I knew the spawn traps. I shot with
I hate you, by the way.
Get better. I shot with my ballista and hit a triple headshot feed in one bullet.
Damn.
Both of my friends erupt in absolute chaos at this point because this is one of the cleanest shots they've ever seen in their entire lives. The dumbass in the game chat goes, "Guys, look, it's the Dex Triad." They didn't stop calling me that.
The Dex Triad just stuck.
I now go by Dex Triad because it was the Dex
awesome.
Triad.
That's awesome.
So Dex, DEXTRIAD on Twitch TV. I also have a YouTube channel that I don't upload on at all. I have a Twitter that I never do anything on at all. I try and avoid social media like the plague other than streaming the games that I play. I've kind of got a resolution for myself where, like, if I'm playing a game for a long period of time, I want to stream it. Like, any little bit, right? Like, it doesn't matter what game, it doesn't matter how long, because I want to get into the habit of streaming. I do want to stream more often. I want to provide content. I want to be able to hire an editor and make videos and do stuff like that. But I can't do it unless I stick to that and have content to create.
Exactly.
So, yes, that is my channel that I would like to plug. Other than that, you can find me in hell when you're dead. I'm driving the bus, pussies.
He's Dark Saint Peter.
Dark Saint Peter. I'm Saint Retep.
Yes.
Well, thank you, Chance, for coming on. Charlie, you have anything you want to plug real quick?
No.
All
Plug
right.
Halcyon, dude.
Every episode I plug out.
Yeah. Halcyon!
I also
Man,
want to plug
the-
Halcyon, bro.
The
Halcyon's
home
a
with
great
shirts
place.
off.
It's a great channel. We do fighting game tournaments. Hopefully, we'll be doing some more silly stuff soon.
Yes.
We're trying to get some more content machines going on, but we have to hire more monkeys to hit more typewriters.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, and our writers won't let us say
We don't have
anything
enough
else.
bananas in the state for that, so we're trying to get some
We're
newer
getting there,
monkeys
we're
from
getting there.
South
Little by
Venezuela that eat plantains instead.
Thank you guys for listening. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell not to miss an episode.
Does the thing light up when you say subscribe on this as well?
I don't know.
I know
What
it does
you
that on
would-
YouTube.
There's zero editing that goes into this.
No,
this is a raw
nothing-
audio file.
This is
only.
just yeah.
Oh wow!
It's
Okay.
So I'm
We're
going
gonna
to
take
jail.
a. We're
I'm
gonna.
going to jail. Today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
almost certainly.
We're gonna take a picture beforehand and everything, or after this, I guess, and then that'll be the thumbnail.
Yeah,
It'll be
the
like a
thumbnail is
rock
a photo.
I'll
album.
fucking turn myself in after this one.
Yeah.
This
All
was
right.
literally one of the tamest podcasts we've ever done.
Yeah.
When I-
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, no,
bro.
this channel's a
Yeah.
nightmare.
You gotta
It's
up
nightmare
your
fuel.
game.
Yeah, you need to say more offensive stuff. You
Yeah,
need to say,
you know?
I honestly can't remember a moment of this podcast you said anything
Honestly,
crazy.
blankets was like the closest we got to a slur.
Yeah. Yeah, that honestly.
What I told the craziest it got was when I told her to wake the fuck up that I was gonna burn this house and everyone inside.
That's
that's literally
yeah,
nothing.
yeah.
That's like
It's a drop in the
I,
bucket.
you know,
when Liam's here, we say
it's a war crime, but
we say reckless shit with Liam.
Lee gives us a pass.
That's because
to
you,
just
yeah, I was
do
about to say,
whatever
you've got
he
the diversity higher at that point.
Yes.
You can say
Yeah,
more
no,
shit.
for sure. We're loose.
We're three white guys sitting in an empty room. Okay, this is different. This is how you start a
This
fucking
might
white
be-
nationalist movement.
Yeah, that's what I say. This might almost be the Nazi.
This is yeah. This
Wait, you
is
mean you haven't joined?
Join the Nazi party.
That's crazy.
Oh, the party is so fun. We're going to have so many nice treats. We have hors d'oeuvres. Join the Nazi party.
I really love the hidden what's the word? There's like hidden lore that clearly many of the higher ups in the Nazi party were gay because of how much style was involved.
yeah. Oh,
They were the sharpest.
They were the
What's
sharpest army that's ever lived.
Is it Shane Gillis? You're like, those guys are sharp.
Have you ever
Like,
seen those guys are sharp, dude? Like you're trying to tell me, you know, you're trying to tell me that's not what's going on.
My favorite line from Shane Gillis to this day is still, "He's in there making them at night."
yes.
He's got to be in there making them at
Where'd
night.
you
I'm
get
not
this?
making them at night. Are you making them at night?
We're getting this grilled cheese, Tony.
Get those cheese, Danny.
Oh, Danny?
I think it's
said
Danny.
Danny, yeah.
My favorite. Well, since we've all three said one now, real fast. My favorite of all of them is. You could tell it's in my family. It nicked me. It nicked me. I got a touch.
It missed, but it nicked me.
It missed. Good podcast.
Good podcast. Good night, everyone.